All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Happy Thursday night, Friday morning. How's it going? Let's close out of here. Let's close out of here. Let's snatch this. And we'll pause this. And there we go. Hey, what's up, CS Man? Dragons Exalted. I'm getting that, mister. Please. Yes, tonight is Thursday night and Friday morning. And we're going to have some special packs on the menu tonight, I think. Just for fun. Yeah. We also have a Dark Explorers and a Phantom Forces. Now, I gotta warn you, they're not going to be terribly cheap, though, okay? So, letting you know that. They're really premium. All right. Thursday night vintage. We're also going to say new bounty. New monthly bounty. Live card shop. Ta-da! All right, so CS Man, Isaac Morgan, and Merchant. It's Merchant. We got Merchant. Woo! It's Merchant. Where would we be without Merchant? This is the type of stuff I blink with. Yes, those are all very cool products, aren't they? I like them too. We're basically the same, CS Man. I like them too. That's why I don't sell them as much. That's the whole idea. All right. We're going live for Thursday night. Okay. Toss this in here. Good. Hey, what's up, Collector's Closet? Mister, since I finished Slabaway, I'm looking for another slab. Let me know if you think I would be interested in anything. Yes. Yes. I can tell you in the submission we have coming back from Tag, a lot of those are cheap, affordable slabs, you know? So if you're somebody who really likes the old vintage kind of stuff, I do have some expensive slabs we're pricing up, but I don't know if they're exactly what you're looking for. But to me, it's all good. So we do have vintage. We have quite a few high-end vintage slabs. Not going to be this Tyranitar, though. But maybe. I mean, look at this guy. He's pretty beautiful, isn't he? All right. You would consider a Captain Pikachu. Your verdict on that? I don't really know where he's at. I'd have to go hunt him down, and then I'd need to do some research. So with some cards, here's the deal, CS Man. It depends on what you want to pay for it. On some cards, if there's some kind of, let's say there's some kind of fee that I could earn from selling the card, it might be worth it to sell it. Otherwise, I'm better off just holding it. That's the problem. So I've explained this problem very many times. Let's say I wanted to sell this to you for 10,000 bucks, right? I think he's worth like 10,000 these days. Well, I would go restock him for like 10,000, but then I made no money. And in fact, I might have lost money when you start looking carefully into like eBay fees, PayPal fees, the way the government might look at it as a taxable event, etc. I could actually lose some money. Or if something goes wrong, like the slab is a fake this time, and I'm the one who's stuck with the fake slab. So that's why sometimes just holding it and not doing anything with it is actually going to be my best move. But I want to be able to offer you guys really cool stuff, and I'm really focused on that. So you might not see results tonight on that subject, but overall, sure. We actually have some really high-end cards for sale right now. Take a look at these three right here. Crystal Guardians Wigglytuff, Dusclops, and Holland Phantoms Manectric. These are all high-end slabs right here. Pop 12. This is probably like Pop 15, Pop 13. That's some rare stuff. So those are already some expensive ones. Thing is, they're not Charizard. You know, if you want Charizard, those are all sold. Here's Donald Duck. Here's Holland's Electrode. Remember, I think I bought this card for like, it was like 150 or something. And so it's not like only Charizard goes up in price. This goes up in price too. It's just not Charizard. So it's like, it's weird. Some people reject it entirely because it's not Charizard. So here we have these beautiful cards, and I think to sell these, I'm going to have to price them up. But let's start out by showing off our little Fates Collide buddy right here. He's already pretty pricey. Fates Collide. So there it is. Let's see. Ancient Origins. Let's begin by opening up. Let's see. We're going to open up our extended menu. It's called the secret menu, right? And down here at the bottom, or maybe at the top. Now let's have it at the bottom for now. Let's get a category going. A category for the XY stuff. We'll hide it down here. There it is. All right. And this will say vintage Pokemon on it. Vintage Pokemon. Good. And we're going to say probably Ancient Origins. Let's go ahead and smooth that out now. What do you call someone who refuses to fart in public? A private tutor. Ah, very good. I just got Captain Pikachu for only under 700. I just don't like low pop cards because I can't price compare them at all. Oh, they're my favorite. My favorite is low pop cards. Yeah, they're my favorite. They tend to explode the most in price. All right, let me have a sip. I've been selling low pop cards for 6 years. I've sold everything. I've sold everything, CS man. Nothing beats low pop cards. My latest purchase was a low pop card. All right, cool, man. So, look at this. I've got an email from Karis. You've been invited to contribute to the Cardconomist. Hi, this is your wife. This is your custom message for accessing the shop website, just tailored for you, my precious. There it is. We were working on the Cardconomist website all night tonight. It is quite close. It is actually, it's pretty much operational. Karis is just looking for bugs now. That's it. She's looking for like issues with it. Take a second, guys, and smash that like button. I want a lot of likes tonight. We need to have some like stream goals or something like that. We need to have some stream goals. That Electrode has a new listing at 600 on eBay. If you match it, I will get it. Really, one that just got listed. Maybe I'll go buy that and the other one and just own all three, because then we could just hold on to the three of those. Let me take a quick look at that. PSA 10 Hollands Electrode. I want to see who's selling it, see if I recognize them. Here we are. 4 watched in the last 24 hours. Ooh, tempting. Let me see the back of it. I will think that over. I might buy that one. There you are. All right. Plot twist. Mister's wife is actually AI. Oh my God, I'm in love with AI, guys. I have been using all 3 AI bots. ChatGPT, Gemini, and Grok. Those are the big ones. I also have the one from China, right? Whatever it's called, like Deep Search, which I've used occasionally. Oh my God, are they good. You guys don't understand how good these AIs are. They're the biggest thing in the world. They're extremely good. You can have the AI bot create gigantic prompts for you that you fill in the details of the prompts, and then you return the prompts with the facts to the AI bots, and the AI bots will talk to you in extreme detail. And it's like having the perfect counselor. It's actually really crazy. I don't know what to think about it. It's better. It's like as good almost as having a lawyer buddy or a doctor buddy or a business manager buddy. I don't know what to say. It's really shocking. They are so smart and they're so well spoken. I'm guessing most Americans have not figured this out yet. AI's it's absolutely insane. It's extremely insane. And man, there's no doubt that the politicians are using it like crazy as we speak. The politicians must be using AI all day right now to decide their next move. We are. All right, I prefer me a wife, says Alex. Plot twist, Mister's wife is AI. What do you call someone that refuses to fire? I'd love to see AI used in tandem with those fancy card sorting machines. I really like that Electrode. He's a nice card. I think we're going to leave that one at 700. I might buy the other one. And then if I bought both of them, I'm raising that one to 1,000 anyways. Because it's a quite rare card. I don't think there's a lot of cards that say Hollands on them. How much would taxes be on that other card anyways? That other card will come up to like $675 after you pay for taxes and shipping anyways. All right, so Team Rocket Grunt, another Lucario Prismatic, are you here, Mr.? Is he here? I don't think he's here yet. So we're going to wait for Team Rocket Grunt to open this beautiful thing. We're going to hold on to it for him. TRG 195 Prismatic. When he arrives, we'll open it up. I use Gemini when I find something that needs troubleshooting at work with something I'm not familiar with at work. Gives me a step-by-step. Yeah, I think a lot of people have figured out that AI can be used that way. I'm using it in a new way. I'm actually writing huge amounts of information into a gigantic prompt, and it's like doing research for me. It's really crazy. It's really, really crazy. All right, so I don't know what to think of it. Mr. Waldbeer, please send the Golden Dawn to tag grading. You got it. Here it is, Mr. Waldbeer. All right. Set that there. Good. Very good. We're going to grab this. AI was telling me that we need to work harder on creating more of a club environment so that people stand out for having been here for a long time. Here it is. And receive rewards and benefits for it. And I thought that was really interesting. Here's one of the really interesting things. When you provide like an abstract, detailed analysis of your current business, and all three of the AIs arrive at the same conclusion, that your business is supposed to be doing something in particular that it's not doing. So all three of them concluded that I need to increase the feeling of it being an actual club, not just a shop. They're like, it's fine that you're a card shop, but they say that's not what you really are, is it? It is. It's more the fact that you're a community. Here's Waldbeer. Ooh. So I thought that was really fascinating. Do you have a website? Says Dylan Johnson. Hello, Dylan. We are working on a website. We have been running this card shop for 6 years with no website. The way we've always done it, you just send money directly to PayPal. That's it. We also have CASHAPP and VENMO and ZELLE. So if you head over to the description, you'll see the list of everything for sale. You'll see some links like social media links. You'll see links for payment. You'll even see a link for an extended menu. But yeah, you just send direct payments over PayPal and scroll around to see what's for sale. Also, all these slabs are for sale, like this $1,000 Ghastly. Ooh, good stuff. And right on. Ooh. I've been saying it's a family longer than AI. You're right. You must be you're smarter than AI, Mr. Alex. Martin Ramirez says, one live custom. Can you check again to see if there was an open box of Nikke from the last case? You were pulling from one a few nights ago, and I'd be willing to send for the rest of it if you find it. I did not see a box. I did not see a box, no. But I can look around. Let's see. Box of Nikke. I mean, we have the open box from earlier. That question makes me uncomfortable because it's fundamentally that's a searching question. All right, so we have the box from earlier. We are this one right here. This could have come from the previous case. I'm not actually 100% sure. I grabbed all the boxes from the current case and then I grabbed some from the new case. And I don't remember if this is an old box or a new box. So, you know, you could try to jump into here and hope there's a signature in here from the previous case. I would feel bad. I feel like if if this contains a signature, I almost feel like it should go to the other guy. 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 here. I feel like this should be for him. I mean, he basically bought out that case and got one signature. I'm saving this for him if he wants it. You can open up a fresh box, but he bought almost that entire case, what was left of it. And I would feel so bad for him if he bought almost the entire case. And one guy doing some searching, asking some how many packs left in the box questions, got those last packs. So we're going to save this for John Lucas. Of course, this might just be from the new case, so we don't even know. There it is. All right. I'm not trying to pick favorites. I just think that's actually pretty fair. I mean, this guy, he bought like that entire case out. And I would like for these last packs to be, he can either open them or he can let you open them. So I'll let him pick. But he bought like that a whole case out and got one Siggy. You're saying there's another box somewhere? If I find that, I'm going to give that to him too. There we are. There you go, Mr. Martin. Let's grab that boosty. That guy's treating us very good. We got to make sure that we scratch his back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All right, here goes one live. Oh, my God. You're doing well anyways, Martin. Let's take a look. Do you have anything from Black and White Sets from 2011, 2022? Oh, 120 to the oldest slab break. Okay, so this has been pulled again. So that's worth 120. That requires 6 of these. And then this is going way back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It won't show up again for a while because this time the live customs are full. Last time they weren't full. So when we put it back in the box, it was going to get pulled again pretty soon. Congratulations, Martin Ramirez. Good job, man. So it says 3 spots to the oldest break. Let's see, the oldest break. What's that? What do you guys think the oldest break is? It's not actually the Tyranitar. The oldest break, it's probably the booster pack break, or it's the Gengar. Got the Hello Kitty, the waifu. So it's either the Gengar or the booster pack. I'm pretty sure it's the booster pack. Give me a second here. Here it is. See this booster pack? I'm pretty sure that's the oldest break. Maybe we just start writing the date down on these so we know without having to looking up. What is the 151 surprise case break? Is it not a booster box? Is it a booster box for 200? That's right. You get one whole booster box to yourself, one box, $200. And it's going off on October 19th, whether the case is sold out or not. We're going to open whatever's been sold. 1, 2, 3. So there you have it. You're taking 3 spots in here, and it moves up to 8 spots out of 25 spots. There it is, guys. Pretty sure that booster pack has been around longer. I feel the same way. Let's turn this music down a little bit. Congratulations, Martin. That's pretty good. Your 20 bucks just turned into a lot. Now, if you can just pull this, that's a huge deal if you think about it. If you get lucky a second time, Martin, your $20 becomes $1,000. I mean, and then you can just send it to PSA to upgrade into the better holder. We also offer to open it and see what's inside, by the way. So that is also an option for the daring individual. Okay. Let's see. Got it. All right. All right. This shall say 6, 7, and 8. Okay, that's up to 8 out of 25. That's pretty good progress. I mean, that's about, it's not halfway done, but you're getting close to the halfway point. Cool. Welcome, guys, to our late night stream tonight. We're going to be pricing up a couple of these old vintage packs. Look at that. Let's start with the cheapest one. How about this Crimson Invasion? How should we hand this out? Who wants to buy Crimson Invasion? You know, I've only got the one, so if it just becomes a race to see who can buy it, I think that that would be no good. Let me think. How could we do this? Maybe by lottery or something. Let's see. Cody Hodges has got his binoculars out. Do you have English PRB2? Thanks for the question, Doom. We do not. I don't always buy the English version of One Piece. It really depends on how well it performs in Japanese. I really would like the Dragons Exalted. Have no fear. We're going to be pricing that up tonight. Crimson Invasion Booster. All right. So Crimson Invasion. How much is the cheapest booster box? Let's find out what that is. So this pack comes directly from a sealed booster box. It used to be for sale on the menu. We took it all down when I felt the winds of change, I call it. 609. All right. Looks like about $21. Sheesh. Okay, so this would be $21. I'm not just some random guy on eBay. I am the real deal over here. This is a good pack coming out of a good box. You get $21 on this. If you want to buy it, you might call it out to everyone else so that they know that it's purchased already. That's Crimson Invasion. Just a fun thing tonight. We have John Lucas. Thanks for the promos. There has got to be more Siggies in there. Can I get 6 Nikke Weiss English? Yeah, I agree. So I told him he would get a free box. Let's see. Let's open this for him for free. We're going to open this for you for free right now, Mr. John Lucas. So this is for free. This is that bonus. This is the rest of a box that was with your other boxes. It'd be very interesting if this had a signature in it. If not, maybe I'll hunt for it. Somebody said that there was another box in the room that's open. Maybe I'll go hunting for that. Yeah, there is enough product in the room to hide just about anything, so we would have to do a deep search. There we go. But I know he only pulled one signature, which is pretty wild. All right, this is for free for John Lucas. Thanks, John. All right, we got Win. See, I'm not even going to charge him for it. That's a full art. Konnichiwa, Onisama. Good. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. The prestigious John Lucas. Oh, yeah, look at this. I'll send for that Crimson. All right, guys, the Crimson is sold. Oh, hey, Team Rocket Grunt is here. We can open up your Prismatic. So let's open up your Prismatic right after this, okay? You're right after this, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. You are? Okay. And here's a holo. Very nice. You're going to have the One Piece waifu set on release, near release. That's EB3, right? And I told my guy that I'm very interested in it, and I don't remember when it's releasing. When is it releasing? Here it is. It'll probably just be our normal arrival time. No signature. All right, so the only other thing I can think of, Mr. John Lucas, is to find what the one guy was saying, the extra box in the room. If I find that, it's all yours. You got dibs, dibs, dibs. Mister, are we getting Gem 3? We might not get Gem 3. Maybe I'll get it in the future. But Gem 3 and all those Chinese sets make me very uncomfortable with their price. I am uncomfortable with the price on those. I think it's maybe fake. All right, I brought the Prismatic in. Good. The Chinese market feels heavily overpriced. I'm concerned that it is heavily manipulated. Here we are. There is a supplier I talked to. He says the laws in China around the distribution is very different than the laws in Japan for distribution. Says the distributors themselves are acting as scalpers. Here we are. All right. He says there's an unknown amount of it printed. The distributors don't want to sell it at retail cost to the card shops, and that they are themselves price gouging. And this makes me very unconfident in the value of those Chinese sets. I'm unconfident in it. Just sent a payment on PayPal for a Slabaway. Ooh, sounds good. Okay, this is box number 1 of 6 boxes for our friend, Mr. John. I'm open-minded. I mean, we could get like one case, see how it goes. We do have the other set on it, Journey, right? If that's happening in China, why wouldn't they be doing that here? So the Pokemon Company basically isn't allowing them to do it. Now, they might find some clever workaround, like a family member who runs a card shop, you know, and they preserve all the product for them. They send it all to that one shop. So that might be some kind of clever workaround, where maybe their family gives them a kickback or something for supplying lots of product to them. Who knows? But I've been told in China, the distributors themselves can just hold as much product as they want and speculate on the market and drive prices up artificially. Here it is. And the supplier who I was talking to knew this because he's a card shop in China, and he knows that the distributor comes back to him and says, how would you like to pay this much for it? There's no required price for the distributor to sell the product to him at. The distributor comes back and tries to raise the price. It is. All right. Okay, so that is some important information. It's pretty bad information if it's true. And yeah, the prices are just so high on Chinese product. It makes me really uncomfortable. It makes me wonder, like, who's valuing these? I've seen the artworks. The artworks aren't bad. It's just, I don't know if they're like so good that they feel like they're worth, you know, as much as the top cards printed for everybody. We'll see. Maybe they'll go down as like a really big investment. And right now I should be taking on as much of it as possible. It's one of those high risk scenarios, but I'm taking a cautious approach to it. I think that we don't really know how much of that product there is. We also know that the price is sort of going to be messed up from all the importing. So there's a lot of importing fees. So the prices right now are artificially high simply for the cost of moving it around. Meaning if you were in China, that card would be way cheaper. We are. So that kind of disconnect always makes me a little nervous. That's box number 1. Okay, let's see. Ugh. Where'd I put the rest of these? Oh, right here, close to me. 6 boxes of this? Damn. Yes. What are you opening? English Nikke, one of the most popular products we ever sold. Actually, you guys, some of you guys weren't here for when this set launched. This set launched a while ago, and we opened so much of this. Tons of this. Nikke back on the rise. Okay, tossing that. Happy Thursday night. It's also, consequently, Friday morning. Very important day of the week. I see we have 19 likes. I can see our likes all of the time. Back in Streamlabs, I could not easily see the likes. We are streaming from the YouTube app. I can always see the likes. It's featured right on the front of the screen. Smash that like button. Let's get those likes up, guys. If we're at 70 viewers, we got to be at least 35 likes. That's the rule, okay? That's the rule. Here we are. All right. There we go. I'm always going to notice it. I'm going to notice it, and then I'm going to go. Get those likes up. I'm going to get a little angry. Look at this gigantic breasted woman. That's insane, dude. Konnichiwa. Okay. Nikke back on the rise. Something's rising. I think something's rising in my pants. Whoa. Here's a hollow. Babeth. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Don't objectify soda. Oh no, the girl with the comms thing. She looks pretty scared. There's an explosion behind her. There we go. Zoom. Yeah, we gotta get that zoom. Here we are. All right. Oh, yeah. Thanks, guys. I'm seeing 25 likes now. Awesome. Very good, guys. We need to get some... there we go. Very nice. She's a top character. There we go. I'm glad you kept going. I was scared, man. You went so far without pulling something like this. You needed this to show up. There we go. That's why people open up Nikke right there. You guys see this? Whew. Why do people open this? I can think of 2 very large reasons why people open this. Wow. Summer Anise Fire. There you go. That's good. Where's Brandon? We gotta get Brandon back in here. Brandon used to open some of this too. Where's Brandon? Let's see. What was his name? His name was Swordsman or something like that. Oh, I don't see him in my... I don't think this is active, is it? No, that's not active. Is it? Yeah, okay, that's not going to work. That's an old... He's got like 5 different... Yeah, it's hard to contact him because he's got like 5 different accounts all the time. All right, so very nice. Good. $500 card. Oh, better be 500. It was pricey to get to this point, man. He's got all the other cards too that are totally gradable, and the hollows, which are nice as well. I'm sure the hollows are worth a little bit. Not sure how much, but he also got those promos. We gave him the promos as a bonus. Let's keep going. So he's got a couple extra boxes to open. Hopefully another signature coming. Almost broke even. Oh, he's almost certainly broken even. I mean, because people always bring up the price, but they're always talking about the ungraded price. I don't know why people do this. They always want to talk about the ungraded price. Usually they do. I don't know if he was going off of PSA 10. So what you really need to do is look up the PSA 10 price. Because this is not just some random card being sold in a Japanese card shop. This is freshly pulled, unpicked through, ungraded product. The odds of a 10 on that are very good. If you buy some raw version of this card on eBay, we all know what the game is. We know that high-end cards like that tend to be picked through already on the internet. Not always, but a lot of the times, yeah, people are very educated about grading now. So his actually has a serious shot at a 10, not a guaranteed shot, but it's completely untested. And the ones on eBay, you never know what the guy selling it can see that you can't see in the pictures. And then you're going to call it like near mint, and it's going to show up, and it's going to have some subtle, screw up on the card, and he's going to be like, well, I was only selling it as near mint. So if you want to risk $500 on a PSA 8 or PSA 9 card, whereas this one could come back 10, there's a big difference between that, So that's why I always think when you compare it, yes, it's good to know what like the PSA 9 goes for, but also we should see what his best outcome, what he's capable of, because he just might get it. And he's got his best chance right there sitting on the table. So that's my philosophy on that. That's my expert analysis on that. How do I buy these? What's up, Jaylas? How's it going, man? Welcome. We've been selling cards live for 6 full years. We're in year 7. And our setup works like this. You go to the description of the live stream, and you'll find the menu, and you'll find how to buy cards in there. We used to stream in the horizontal mode. We're streaming in vertical now. And so sometimes the links don't work. Like if you try to pay with PayPal, you can't click on the PayPal link anymore. But from my understanding, you can like highlight it, and then, the iPhone will give you an option to open the link. So try that if you need help with that. Give it a try, guys. Place your first order. We have a bonus for first-time buyers. This is a 10-year-old Poker Daisy card printed by Nintendo. So this is printed by Nintendo. Yes, PSA does grade those. I've graded some just this last 2 months, in fact. That's why I have it. So that's a gradable Daisy card. Very cute. We'll put that in your bag if you place your first time order. You sell English PRB2. Hey, what's up, Doom? I saw that question earlier, and the answer is no. Only Japanese, okay? Only the Japanese. Is PRB2 popular right now? See, like, look at this. This is totally gradable as well. It's not a signature, but it's such a nice card. Look at that. Holy mommies. All right. Very nice. You can also say Mr. in payment. There we go. It's nice to meet you guys. We've been meeting a lot of new guys recently through these vertical streams. A lot of new people showing up. There you are. I know some of our old loyal followers, they liked the horizontal stream, but we got this new vertical stream doing wonders, actually. YouTube's exposing us to a lot of new people. It's awesome. Next box. Ready? So after this, we got Team Rocket Grunts, whole box of Prismatic. We're going to get to that right after this. Card Third Arm Economist. Wouldn't you like to know? Here's... I do okay. There we are. I've been very successful in the bedroom. I'm very smart. Whoa. Whoa. Start snipping this. Beavis? snipping this. Whoa. He'll teach you his ways. Mister's an alpha male. Welcome to my alpha male podcast. This is the Cardconomist on the alpha male podcast. Ding. Ooh. Very nice. Let me get a cigar so I can smoke it and show you guys how much testosterone I have in my blood. It's really high. There you go. I get lots of the pussy. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Well, shucks. 3 more boxes to go. Ask AI if you need a fidget spinner for sure. Yeah, you think we need a fidget spinner? I think it'd be cool if we got the new Pokemon game and I played it. Ooh, and I played it live here on the table a little bit every night. You know, just in like mobile mode. There we go. Since you can do that with Nintendo. Oh yeah, that comes out like any day now. When does that come out? Do you guys think I should get the new Switch 2? Man, I should just get the new Switch 2. Let's get the new Switch 2. You know why? Because we're going to get the new game on it, right? We're going to get the new game on the Switch 2. Might as well get this game on it. Stay away from my AI wife, mister. It's not my fault if she wants me, bro. She was begging for it. She was saying, please, feed me your AI prompts. Here we are. There we go. She was virtually begging for my data. You know, my data. Here you go, AI. What do you think of this? Oh my God, your sales are so good. This is the only problem I have with Nikke. What's up with the 5-year-old girl in the Nikke set? I don't like it. That is distinctly Japanese. There you go, Japan. You can have it. You are? We got to have like a ritual burning of that card. There you go. That's that Epstein Island card. Very nice. You know, because every other girl in the set is like super sexual, right? And then you just got like this 10-year-old girl. Mister's now Randy, but for cards. There we go. Okay. Oops. Tossing that to the side. So actually, I need to mention to Mike's side that the previous stream, we pulled a Master Ball Umbreon, because I don't think I mentioned that to him. She's actually 19. Yeah, she's actually 3,000 years old, bro. My AI girlfriend terminated my AI wife. Now we're on the run. Oh, no. We are. All right. You guys collected the insurance money and ran. Sneak. Imagine we get to that like meta level of AI dating where you're getting tired of like your AI wife. So to spice things up, you get yourself an AI girlfriend, and she's like, "Yeah, baby." She doesn't give you this analytical breakdown as good as I do I? As good as, yeah, I said that right. As good as I do, does she? There we go. That's the words I was looking for. Hey, Mark, mister, I knew you'd come to stand before the gooning ring to become the gooning lord. What a sad state of skibidi on God fam. Oh my gosh. Ah! Konnichiwa! This is the girl with the very pale skin, all in white, of course. They are. Very good. You need Coop Demon Hunter. I'll buy bulk. I have no idea what you're talking about. Coop Demon Hunter. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Ooh, I was thinking next time we have some downtime, we need to make like a one-piece bundle. Oh, I thought that was going to be like a signature. That looked really fancy. Dude, this girl's got ginormous titties, dude. They're just huge. Dude, look at those breastistas. Those are way too large. And look, she's eating like a little slice of cake, too. It's not right. She's like, every time I eat a bite of cake, my boobs get bigger. I don't know, dude. I like some chocolate with my vanilla. So he likes to pee when he poos. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. That's a hollow. Okay. She's like blushing too. Don't mind me and my gigantic knockers. We're just going to have another bite of cake. Oh my God, dude. Milk and cake. Oh. Stomach girl. Okay. She's like, this is my tummy. K-pop Demon Hunter keeps changing spelling. What? What? If I get a K-pop set, Tammy better buy it. We'll have a special Tammy pricing too, where it's going to be like cheaper so she could buy lots of it. Okay, I'm going to sleep, but pull me a God Pack Mister, please. All right, you got it, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Mr. likes those tummies. There we are. Okay. Tummies are like this underrated part of the body, you know what I mean? People are always like butts and boobs. There we go. Throwing that away. Actually, what I really don't understand is the obsession with the feet. I will never understand feet. Like, bro, they're feet. You walk on them. They're dirty. It has to be because girls and everyone else wears shoes, right? You never actually see someone's feet because of the shoes. So I'm betting that's what it is. So if you see someone's feet, that's like sort of intimate. It's sort of like you have to be close enough to them that they take their shoes off like they're in their home or something. I don't know. I have no clue, man. I don't get it. I don't get it one bit, dude. Feet. There we go. A little bit of pudge ain't bad. I cleaned my girlfriend's feet for her. All right. Now I'm getting scared. Yeah, I like this card a lot. It's just a common card. It's a good-looking common card, though. I try to get you those good-looking common cards. Okay. I like women with those big clown feet, you know? I love it when women get them big clown feet. God, it's so sexy. I look at those big clown feet and I say, you're going to give me a D1 athlete in the family. There. Oh, you got those women with tiny feet. What are they going to do on those tiny feet? Fall over, probably. Ain't getting no linebacker. That's what I'm talking about. No linebacker in the family. Imagine you have a son and he has like size 9 feet or something small like that. No way, dude. I like those women with those big-ass feet, man. Oh, man, she's got big feet. Whew. Get all sweaty just looking at them. Look at this. Konnichiwa. It's fun opening girl sets because we end up talking about this kind of stuff. We are. You don't ever pamper Karis like a male file. We'll do like hand massages. She'll get like massages. We don't do anything like that, no. All right, here's Flying Mommy. No, we don't do anything like that. That's too advanced for us, probably. Karis chews all her nails off her hands anyways. She doesn't have any fingernails. She got that nervous nail biting. There we are. And ta-da! Oh my gosh, 1 signature out of 6 boxes. That's wild stuff, man. Netizen says hello. 6 says ew. No, I got that backwards. 6 says hello. Netizen says ew. Hey, what's up, 6? Sorry, 6. If your feet are too small, I'm not into it. You gotta have them huge feet. Huge, sexy feet. Like massive, massive feet. Size 12. There we go. Put that over there. We're looking for huge feet, 6. Everyone was just talking about how they prefer large feet to small feet. Ooh. Ooh, look at this. Oops. Here's a couple more hollows. Very nice. The Flintstones. Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. Yabba-dabba-doo. All right. You got your promos. You got your commons. Let's go find your bag. Here's 1 bag for John Lucas. Let's get another bag. So, John, in this round, you do pull 1 promo, 1 signature. It still makes me feel like the case is probably hot based off of how much has been removed versus how much is left. And but you've got your really good signature, so maybe you feel satisfied with that. There we go. What do you do with the bulk? Well, I save it for you, Theo Frias. He should grade the Anis. Anis. Why does that name sound like it's a bad name? All right, very good. That took a while, but we are done. Mr. John Lucas. Oh, that reminds me. We need to give you 2 spots now. Not 1, but 2 spots in the bounty. I know the music. What? We have a new thing. It's called a bounty. Each month we have a bounty. So if you're buying cards here on this channel, you may get into the bounty. Where is it? Oh, we got a TCC giveaway card. Here it is. Here's the bounty. So this time the bounty is this holographic pristine 10 tops Tentacruel, extremely rare. You can see Team Rocket Grunt has a spot in the bounty. So does John Lucas. Mr. John's going to get another spot. Does someone else need a spot? I'm trying to remember. Does someone else need a spot? John Lucas. There we go. They made it sound like Waldbeer got a big hit in the daytime stream. Remember that? Waldbeer. My nephews and niece love the movie. I know the dance moves. I'm getting their limited edition ramen. It's pronounced niece, mister. Who's got a niece? I don't got a niece. I probably do have a niece. All right. I have a couple nieces. They don't even know who I am. There we go. Let's go ahead and get this giveaway started up. We got to give this card away already. What is it, up to 10? So we're going to hit refresh. An entertaining opening. Ah, yes. An entertaining opening for sure. We're going to say TCC. Okay, we're going to hit done on that. With that many siblings, you got to have a niece. So if you get a hit, you get a spot in the bounty. That's right. And it just accumulates until the end of the month. And then one of those names will pull the actual bounty card for itself. What this means, over the course of the month, if you get a lot of hit pulls, you build up many spots in that bounty. And so your odds are better. It is. Here's Charmander. Look at that. So this is the current giveaway. You got to type in TCC for this giveaway. All right. Can I get in the giveaway? Yes. If you type TCC, you'll have a shot. Let's see. So now, we're opening this gigantic stupid thing. Whoa. Let me turn. Maybe this will work better if I turn. Set that there. Okay. This is my favorite thing right now. This is my favorite thing on the menu right now when it comes to sealed booster packs. Prismatic. Lucario stamp set. That's my favorite thing. I think it's hot. I think you should open it if you want to open up Pokemon cards. You can open Mega Evolution if you want because it's new. And Mega Evolution's pretty cool. I mean, if you buy a whole box of Mega Evolution, you're going to get that Bulbasaur. But this is my favorite thing right now. There it goes. Beautiful. And let's toss this right here. Good. Good, Anakin. All right. Theophrius. Let's go ahead and sleeve this up. There we are. Who's got a TCC ball next to their name in chat? Alex does. Anyone else? How do we get that Lucario? We are. All right. I'm going to toss this away. Okay. Gift me a ball. Issy Ariguin. Beautiful. Don't these look nice? So you just get these for free along with the booster packs anyways, which are at a great price. Great price. Really good product right now. Stamps Valor How? Ready? So Alex has a rocket ball. Anyone else got a rocket ball? There you are. There we go. There we go. Do you guys know how to get a membership? Memberships on this channel are $2 a month. When you hang out here a long time, you get a prestigious Cardconomist ball next to your name. There we are. Snipping this. You also get the emojis, which are pretty fun. All right, there we go. Very nice. Blackballed. Membership. Okay, Team Rocket Grunt. Come on. Let's see what we get. Houndoom. Houndour. Oh, please be Pikachu. Ah, nah, it's not Pikachu. That would have been too easy. And there is a time full art, which is usually not a good sign. But there is an Ogre Pond Gold. Stupid gold cards. Come on, give us a good one. Here's Pinsir. You have a very affordable membership plan. The goal of the membership was never to make any money. So I make a little bit of money from a membership, but when you compare it to like actual Pokemon card sales, it's like a drop of money. You couldn't live off of that money. You couldn't buy a Pokemon card off the money that the memberships earn. You know, because first of all, YouTube keeps like a third of it, right? So YouTube keeps a third of all the membership income. The real reason for the membership is to get you guys on board with showing off your age, with showing off how long you've been here so that everyone knows you've been around. So that's what's cool about them. There we go. All right, but you know, we've got this bounty thing now, and so I think Alex should just go in the bounty today. I know some people with $6 membership. Really? Wow. I mean, we have an option for you to spend more than $2, but I don't want you guys to have to waste money on the membership. You should be wasting money on Pokemon cards. So we keep the memberships low, but there is an option, obviously, for a higher level membership. But I don't even know if I care for that. Like, if we were to truly implement memberships, I think I'd rather implement, like, Discord memberships, kind of like we did with Pokestan, or who remembers Pokestan? I think I'd rather have that. There we are. Duskull Fezandipity. Dippity-doo-dah. Bronzong. Okay. One pack left this time. Discord is dope. Yeah, I love it. Okay, and there's Terrapagos. Lovely. Unfortunately, this time you're going to pull one beautiful golden card, but it is going to be the Ogre Pond golden card. I'm sorry for that. Maybe one of your stamp card grades 10. That'd be nice. Whew. So that was a big round of orders there, and we just finished breaking through it. We got to thank Mr. John Lucas. He's the big customer this week. Wow. We are. This episode brought to you by John Lucas. Look at that. See, I feel like when somebody's that big of a stream sponsor, they should be like in the title or something. There we go. Beautiful. Now, he had outgoing shipping, which I did not move off to the shipping area yet because I knew we were going to add these cards to it. There we go. Got your little baggie here. That says Team Rocket Grunt hits, but actually it's pretty mixed now. Thank you, Team Rocket Grunt. Thanks, John Lucas. You're not broke. John Lucas. I was hoping he would pull everything he ever dreamed of. I think his pulls were okay. I don't think it was sort of like a scenario where he, you know, makes a ton of money off of the openings. But you know what? Sometimes it's the thought that counts. So he was very nice to us opening those Nikke cards. There's that Staff Tyranitar. I'm a Tyranitar simp. You guys, I don't know if you saw the Tyranitars in the thumbnail. They're kind of hidden. Long time ago, these Tyranitars were $1,000. They're $10,000. Now we got this new modern Tyranitar, but one day he could also be $1,000. Here it is. I'm sorry, not 1,000. One day he could also be $10,000. This Tyranitar on the left, I think, is about 10,000. They're both beautiful cards. This one has more of a cartoon look to it, but it's the fact that it's a stamp card that really stands out to me. That's why I wanted this to be a break, because I felt it's important to help this group obtain a staff card like this prestigious Tyranitar. Go. Okay. You'll notice we went with a tag grade this time. We'll probably be intermingling those tag cards in our breaks because I think it's a great company. For now. All right, here we go. Is it Issy? Isa? Isai? I was going to say 11. Issy. Eriguin. You made it on. So did Andres. Just Andres. Mini Men. Mini Men? Is it Mini Men? Mini M. Minum. Oh, it's Minum, isn't it? Is it Minum? No, I don't know what it is. All right. That's 13. Let's get number 14. Michael Bethel. How's it going, Mr. Bethel? Instagibbous. Alex has a Pokeball, the TCC ball. He's going into the bounty for free. Okay. There it is. So he's hanging out tonight. He's got the Pokeball. Let's grab this. Are they still doing those crowns? Does anyone have a crown? I don't see one. Oh, yeah, they're still doing it. Who's got the #1 crown? Mark V, is that right? Is it Mark V? Say something, Mark. Okay, so now we've got to click a button. Hit another button. So we have CS Man, Slabaway that electrode. Good choice, good choice. Here it is. CS Man taking his Holland electrode. Okay. Hey, mister, you still have the black label Hello Kitty Happy Together? Is that the one on the table? I don't know which one that is. We've got one on the table. What is it called? It's fun because we are together. This one? Here it is. $240, Ryan. I am so confident this is going to sell. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's a black label. And $240 for black label is not that much. So I've just been waiting for somebody to come by on like a Friday or a Saturday and take that card because... And by the way, and if you guys want a chance for a black label Hello Kitty, let's see. You know, I don't just invest into Pokemon cards. The reason I'm so successful at what I do is because I look at a broad market. I'm very clever. And so, yes, Hello Kitty is something I care about. I care about My Little Pony. I tried to make a statement about that last year when My Little Pony booster boxes went up times 10. So I take a look at the broader market because ultimately, you know, I might buy My Little Pony and sell My Little Pony, but I'm going to use the profits to one day buy the Pokemon card that I want. So everything matters to me. There's nothing I won't collect. All right. Let's see. There's nothing I won't consider grabbing. Except for your booty cheeks. Unless... We're going to set you up over here, Mr. CS Man. Thank you so much. That's a really good one. I kind of don't want to give him up. So CS Man, PSA 10, Holon, Electrode, 700. And how much you sent for him again? You sent 200. Tell you what, once again, like last time, we're going to skip the fee. You're going to go straight to 500. So we're doing that for you, Mr. CS Man. You're going to save a little bit of money. Why are we doing that? Because you just finished your Slabaway so fast. Thank you, Mr. CS Man. How about them new SpongeBobs? According to my tracking, our SpongeBob arrives tomorrow. We'll have some of the new Topps Chrome SpongeBob. They're apparently kind of popular. We have some SpongeBob you can open right now. It's exceptionally rare SpongeBob product. In fact, I'm almost certain no one else has it but me. And so, here it is. You could buy this and have me leave it sealed and put it in your bag as a sealed investment. This is a sealed pack of Topps SpongeBob Premier. Basically, it's Series 1. It's the very first SpongeBob they ever printed. Extremely cool. Extremely cool. That is some good stuff, guys. Did you guys notice this is now up to 8 out of 25? Very nice. Well, this one's going to be fast again, LML. I'll pay off the rest in an hour or so. Really? That's crazy, man. Here we are. Just shuffling some money around in some accounts. Yeah, he's a good one. All right. So, we also have an order. MJ Valerian for 15 packs of Pokemon Korean Fusion Art. Oh, yeah. Fusion Art. He said 15 packs of Fusion Art. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I love the Korean cards. The Korean cards, if you're ever scared of Pokemon card prices, you can just open Korean cards. And I think some people don't want to open it because it's Korean. But isn't that like literally card racism? You're a card racist. Let me go get some more Fusion. I'll be right back. Card racist. All right, here we are. Very good. What's your black label count right now? I got a couple black label cards, not too many. Not too many. I don't focus on them. There we go. Nice, beautiful. Oh, you can't even see it. Good. I forgot what we needed. How many packs do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 8 more. You got it, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got some fusion art getting opened, guys. Did you know we had Korean fusion art on that menu? I'm going to say menu and description over here. You ready? Menu in description. Okay. Just sent money through ZELLE for the Hello Kitty. Ah, through ZELLE. Awesome, dude. We ought to have a special giveaway just for ZELLE people, for when people make an order with ZELLE. Because ZELLE's good, man. We like ZELLE. All right. My baby likes watching Mr. and my wife is pissed. I'm pissed! You're teaching the baby bad habits. Next thing you know, the baby's going to demand human cloning and an end to circumcision. All right, let's snip this. The baby's going to have all the craziest political ideas. Snipping this. And that's why the homeless should have to fight. You know, I refuse you service. It is my right. Do you think Mr. is Chaewon or Karina Stan? Oh, obviously Karina. Here's Deoxys. Oops. Cold. Here's Genesect. Cold. Cold. Mew. Steelix. Cold. Come on, cold. He was pissed about his circumcision. No, I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm not circumcised. I just feel bad for everybody else. Just feel bad about it. We are. No sneeps for me. For alligator. All right. Very good. I'll put this over here. We already have enough. All right. You should bring back the read chat emoji. Nah, it's not coming back. If you need my attention that bad, you should spam because it's a business issue. So you're welcome to spam if it's a serious business issue. Now, if you don't think it's serious enough to spam, then don't spam. There it is. Yeah, anytime you guys have an issue with your order, anytime you have a serious issue where that it requires my attention, you can spam or you can ask a moderator for help, and the moderator will probably spam because moderators know they'll get my attention. So there's actually no need for the read chat emoji. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, the read chat emoji, I feel like it's kind of like cheating. You know, they have a way for you to force somebody to read the chat. It's called like a super chat. And basically the read chat emoji is like a free super chat, isn't it? Here it is. Mark J. Valerian. And people were immediately abusing it. Not right away, actually. They started abusing it a little bit later when they found out they could. And at first it was like, okay. Then after a little while, I was like, oh, this is not fun. It's not fun being told to read the chat. Hey, you have to read this. And in fact, it actually feels very similar to spam. It's very similar in the feeling. Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, it's very similar to spamming. And that's only good for emergencies. So if I see people using the read chat emoji, but it's not an emergency. Well, then now I'm just feeling like someone's trying to make me angry. It is, you're trolling me. Look at that waifu. Oh my God. So what do we got next? We got an order from our friend Team Rocket Grunt, 1 in the Charmeleon, 1 Crimson Invasion. All right, that's the Crimson Invasion accounted for. Crimson Invasion. Let me write that down that Crimson was 21. let's see, this would have been Sun and Moon. So actually go above. Oops. Crimson Invasion 21 sold out. So we'll save these numbers for the future. Here's a fun statistic. Before I took these off the menu, I'm pretty sure Crimson Invasion was $8 a pack. Wow. Times have changed. Okay, you ready? Stoofle. Geodude. Times have really changed. You could pretty much grade any of these common cards, and they might actually churn out some money. Here's Dino and Altaria. All right, it's going to be a little bit of a cold one. Can we price the Dragons Exalted in like 30 minutes? Because you got to go in 30 minutes. Is that why? Here we go. Ooh. Very nice. He wasn't supposed to be priced next. That's for Team Rocket Grunt. He also wants one in the Charmeleon. Here you go, Team Rocket Grunt. TRG. My bank is ready in 30 minutes. Oh, I see. Well, if that's the case, you don't want me to price it too fast. Someone else will buy it. Here it is, the Rocket Charmeleon. Jonathan Fernandez is in there. What are you waiting for? Okay. This is a great deal, Dark Charmander. Now we've still got this. We're going to place this into your bag. I'm here all night. Nice, dude. Nice. Hola, mister. I'll be sending you a package from the areas I visited, filled with sardines from Jordan, Slovenia, and Italy. For real? Damn, dude. There you go. Where are the gem breaks at? I need to get my card to 100. Okay, the gem breaks. Ready? We got 3 gem breaks. Here they go. Gem break number 1 is going to be PSA 10. Wario and Luigi. Somebody gets both of them. And they're from 2010. They're Mario cards. Item number 2, also a Mario card. This time it's a graded booster pack with a very high 8. 8 for a wax pack from 1989 is a very high grade. $35, 1 and 2 odds. Finally, we have the Scarlet Violet box. It's a box of Scarlet. We've been running this one a couple times. $45 buy-in, you get half the box. I'm sorry, you get both sides of the box, but the other guy misses. So there you go. You got some gem breaks right here. Gem breaks. The goal of the gem breaks is to grab items and turn them into breaks that would never go into the Poke Shuffle. So this would never go into the Poke Shuffle. We just don't put it in there. Same with this guy. He's just not going to be in the Poke Shuffle. So I have found a niche use for the gem breaks finally. Gem breaks are for odd items that don't belong in the Poke Shuffle. Additionally, we have this beautiful jumbo pack break. It's fresh. It's full of packs that we don't normally have on our menu, like this. Let's see. Like this guy right here. Vintage Merlin pack. Okay, he's cool. Like this guy. Like this guy. Like, I think these two right here. The Fruited Grisai. So we got some special cards in there that are unique just to the jumbo pack break. And it's really just a wild, crazy, wacky thing. $40, 1 and 4 odds. One of the fastest moving breaks. Goes off all the time. All right, cool. Why can't the box get split instead of one winner? You guys can do that. Would you like to split a box with somebody? Just ask them to buy half of it and you buy half of it. If you guys do that, I'll host that. I don't care. Yeah. Anyone can do that any other time. You guys can decide to put your money together and get, 2 sides of a Mega Evolution box, for example. You can do that anytime you want. Just ask anybody if they want to do that. It's Trishal. What's up, Trishal? So we need a Stream Goals card. Where's our Stream Goals? Here we are. So Stream Goals. All right, you ready? You're not going to believe these Stream Goals. We want views to hit 100, and this will trigger some kind of giveaway. We'll pick out the giveaway. And then we want likes to be views divided by 2, or half the views. So 100 views concurrent and 50 likes. Those are our goals. We actually hit the likes all the time. We don't hit the 100 concurrent viewers very often. I mean, we do hit the 100 views. Just it seems we get really close to it. You know, we get to like 90 a lot. But let's hit 100, and then what should the giveaway be for that? What would you guys like that to be? I think what it'll be, maybe, well, it could be a spot in the bounty. That's a pretty good one. Seeing that bounty card's a $300 card. So that's what it'll be. We've got the global bounty. If we hit that number, what we'll do is we'll use Nightbot to hand out a spot in the global bounty right away. So the moment we hit that number, it's got to be 100 viewers concurrent and then 50 likes. We are. Mr. Streams vertical now? Yeah, we've been streaming vertical. It really works. We get way more subscribes at the end of every stream, and we get like triple the viewership. Now, it doesn't show up concurrently. It means a lot of people are joining and leaving, but it basically means we're meeting a lot of new people, and I care that. We can always go back to horizontal pretty quickly. We tested horizontal out the other day, and yeah, not as many people join horizontal. We get a very loyal fan base that joins horizontal. Okay, you ready? So let's get the price on one of these cards. First of all, did you know we've got Fates Collide for 62? Now, let's grab this Dragons Exalted. So, beautiful Dragons Exalted pack. Been away a while. That's interesting. It's the same stream. I mean, it's me. We host all the same breaks. Still, you know, I've got the same personality. The only difference, you can only see 3 slabs. You don't get 5, you get 3. So it's, you know, it's just a shorter view, essentially. It's great for your phone. Not as much for your TV or laptop, though. So it's a little bit of adjusting. All right, this comes straight out of a booster box. Let's see, is this real? Okay, so the cheapest booster box nowadays is $15,000. Okay, and we'll do, how about a 15% margin? Okay, divided by 36. We want $479 on this bad boy. Cheap and affordable. Jesus Christ, at that price, I might as well start sleeving it like it's a vintage booster pack. I mean, it basically is. It is from Black White era, isn't it? It's basically a vintage pack. You know what's crazy about this, Mr. CS Man? These old Black White Dragons Exalted packs, we used to sell these way cheaper. And I just used to have an open booster box of them not even that long ago, like back in, it would have been January. You could have just bought a pack of this. I think back then it would have been like $200 or $250 or something like that. And they just didn't sell all that often. They did sell, though, to be fair, they did sell. But they didn't sell that often. $480. I'm back like scoliosis. Okay, ready? $480. Holy, dude. Every single card you pull out of there, you better consider it for grading. Every common, every uncommon, even the energy cards. Look at this Fates Collide. $62. It's in a blister pack. Nothing better than a blister pack. Because, you know, that means there's no weighing, there's no searching. Of course, that doesn't matter anyways. You're buying from me. I'm one of the most I think I am the most reputable seller on the internet. There's probably a group of guys just like me. We're in the top, whatever, 10% of guys where there's just nothing to criticize when it comes to the reputable way we source our packs. But I go through extreme lengths to make sure we only get reputable packs because I care about it so much. All right, so let's just see. Ryan Castillo is next. He says, slab away that black Hello Kitty. All right. Good deal. So you guys had a chance to get this, and now that chance is over. It's a great card, Ryan. Congratulations, man. He's buying the Cadillac of kitty cards right here because it's a black label. Very nice. Now we're going to set this up in Slabaway. We have very high tech. You see, I come over here to a post in Discord and I just write your name down in a list. Very complicated. Very high tech. We're going to say October 25. Ryan Castillo. BGS 10 Black Label Hello Kitty. $240. You sent 50, right? So 210 remains. There goes. Okay, we'll just set this up. Well, Ryan, I'm going to go put it in the R box because there's not enough room in the box right here to place it in there. So, R to Z right here. Whoa, look at all these cards over here. Wow, so many sexy cards in this box. Man, I ought to sell some of these cards to Mr. CS Man. He wants to be a big-time collector. He's going to be a big shot. I ought to just sell all these slabs to Mr. CS Man. What do you think, CS Man? Pick up some of these hot ones? I would be sad if I lost even one Pokemon card. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's from a booster. I'm scared low-key all the hits of the box were taken. What are you scared about? This? Are you scared about this or are you scared about this? This comes out of a booster box that we unsealed. So it was our sealed booster box. And it's a high quality product. All cards to CS Man. Donnie V, what's up, Donnie? How's it going, man? Do you ship orders to India? I do. I've shipped to India twice. I've shipped to India 2 times. We like India a lot. Okay, Ryan Castillo is taken care of. Well, if you guys like short wait times, we have nobody in the queue now. We've taken care of all the orders up to this point. And so now, if you're interested in opening some cards, you don't have to wait your turn anymore. It could just be right away. So check out the menu for how to pay. It's in the description of the YouTube live stream. All right, so you guys think about that. I got to get these priced up. How do we price up these? That's my question. How do we price up these 2 cards? I don't even know. I'm just going to toss some made-up price on them. I'm not competing with anyone because you cannot find these. I'm pretty sure you can't find the Mew. I'm sorry, you can't find the Mewtwo. I'm going to check on the Mew. PSA 10 tops Mew. Okay, let's see. So look at that. Sparkle Mew from Chrome is a scant 18,000. Okay, here we go. So there is one. There is one for sale of the Mews, and they want $900 for it. Wow, cool. Okay, that says a lot to me. Are you ready? I'm going to put prices on this. So this guy will be $900. We're going to copy that price. Okay. 20 bucks gets 6 months of interest-free holding. That's right. That's right. Did you say 240 and he sent in 50? That should be 190, not 210, or am I crazy? No, you're not crazy. You just didn't know that Slabaway costs $20 to use. So to reserve a card off the table, rather than buying it outright today, there's a fee involved with that. There's a $20 fee. So first we subtract $20. $30 is remaining. Now you don't have to do Slabaway. You can pay for the item outright. That would be like a normal sale. And then there's no Slabaway fee. So this shall be $1,400. Priced on 10.25. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that nice? So there's the price, $900 and $1,400, but it's actually not done. Don't try to buy them because they're going in here. Baseball Mitts Kid says, could you refund my Hello Kitty slab break $20 back to my PayPal? We could definitely do that. I think it was $40, in fact. We are. Changing your mind on it? That's too bad. Grabbing this. Okay. Are you thinking about it taking too long, maybe? Here we go. Okay. Putting that here. So, this is a price tag for both the Mewtwo and the Mew. And that's going to be $1,400 plus $900, $2,300. Oh my God. So this gives you both slabs, though. You get the beautiful Mew Hollow and the beautiful Mewtwo Hollow. It's a really considerable item. I bought her something else. All right, sounds good, man. No problem. This, put that there. So Mewtwo Mew is now priced up. Let me grab this. Okay. Very nice. And let's turn that music on. What's the bounty, mister? Says CEM. Thanks for asking. So we have this beautiful card right here, partially contributed to the table by Mr. Brett Love. He donated $200 toward this bounty. And it's this beautiful, pristine 10, Topps Tentacruel. And you don't have to pay anything to get into the bounty. It's not something you can buy into. You just get into the bounty based on luck. So if you got lucky with something else, you're going to get a free entry into the Tentacruel. Just makes things a little more fun. You got a whole ass restaurant chain up here in the north. All right, so let me jump over here. The price on the Dragons Exalted is $200 on eBay. I get paying double for it. So $400 before 80 seems a little high. No. So there's probably a really good explanation for that, CS man. When you're buying off of eBay and it's a loose pack, I would bet it's probably just like a weighed pack. Why don't you take a look at the cheapest booster box on eBay? Because mine comes out of a sealed booster box that we unsealed. All right, let me grab this. Yeah, so the funny thing is sealed booster boxes sell for a ton, but the loose packs do not. And that is because everyone's frightened of those loose boxes. All right. Now, what are we doing? We're in here. We're going to go look up Mr. Mitz. I will not be interested in copying that eBay price. There it is. I would rather wait for the eBay price to sell out rather than lowering ours. Okay, we're going to click on this. Buying loose packs on eBay means you're getting a light search pack, possibly resealed. Yeah, you know, like people have specialized in all this crap with like metal detecting and weighing packs. And when you come here, part of what you're buying is the security and the trust and the value that, you know, I just don't do that. I never do that. I refuse to do it because I know what I'm selling comes with that, you know, that trust. And so to me, that's the golden goose. You know, so, you know, I could be some sort of snaky, horrible card shop, of which I'm sure there are some or plenty out there, who maybe cracks open a box of Dragons Exalted and maybe they weigh out every single pack and they go, okay, here's the heavy packs. Those are for me. The customers can have the bad light packs. So I promise you somewhere out there, something like that's probably happening. Could be a lot of places doing it, you know, because there's so much money involved with scamming people. But our guarantee is that we refuse to do that. But that's also why we charge top prices. So in my book, the honesty and the premium price is the route we want to take. And it's against my, I guess you could say, like, it's against my morality to do the other thing. So I'll tell you how we base this price so that you understand it really well. This is out of a box that I don't mess with. And it's going to say Dragons Exalted booster box. Yeah, I'm not going to match those bad ones off of eBay because I'd rather just keep it and let it keep going up in price at that point. So here it is. You can see the cheapest box, $15,000 with 14 watchers. And then I think we did like a 15% margin on that. Now that's a pretty fair margin considering like taxes and all, you know, processing fees. Like I always bring those up. But because it's such a big item, we're doing a 15% margin. So that comes out to be, okay, so look at it. It comes out to be about $17,250. You just divide that by 36, you get $479. That's how we came up with that price. Now, that pack genuinely comes from a booster box. And yeah, we are honest. I mean, if you watch this channel consistently for years, and you know, there's a lot of content out there to look at, people pull some of the best pulls in the hobby right here on this channel, because when they open my Dragons Exalted, there is a chance for the top pulls. And for me, my goal is to get you guys the best possible outcomes and then to record it. That's our whole strategy. That's our setup. So I get you guys the best quality pulls possible. Yes, it might cost a premium, but you guys, as a result of my strictly honest system, we get better pull rates, we get better total pulls, and then we get better clips too. So there's a double upside to it. I'm very, and you don't know about all these guys on like Whatnot and all that stuff. Those guys are not motivated the way I'm motivated. Those guys over there, they might be like afraid of trying to make as much money as possible in like some steely way, some, like I said, kind of scheming, evil way. I'm not interested in that. I'm at a point where I'm pretty settled and happy where I'm, financially where I'm at. So it's not a motivator. You get these guys, they're like 18 to 24 years old. They got all these things to buy still. They're highly motivated to steal from you through searching or maybe these magnetic things. I'm not motivated by that. We are motivated by very strict and honest booster packs and the best possible clips and the best possible outcomes for the customer. And that's why we do so well. We've been doing well for a long time. All right, but yes, I don't want to copy those eBay prices. It's the downside for you. But you saw it all. You saw the pricing system. You saw it all. So now you understand how we came up with that price. Let's see. We got Miss Sarah. So Sarah says 4 spots in the pack split. You got it in the pack split. Oh, she's going after the rocket pack. I'd like to do this, but I don't know if I could host like you, and I'm not vastly knowledgeable like you. Mr. Guarantees his packs are legit, or you get free legendaries art. Well, we have had issues before. Maybe I get like a loose pack off the internet, and if there's something wrong with it, it's my loss. I take the whole loss on it, of course. And this pack's even better because it comes straight out of a booster box. That pack's even better. So it's not, let's say we got this pack split right here. Well, how did we come up with this price? Well, this price is actually based off of the Rocket Booster packs. This guy will be based off of the Dragon Exalted Booster box. So a little bit different. All right, here we go. Miss Sarah. Hey, what's up, Sarah? Nice to have you back, Sarah. We were missing you. I was missing you. I was going to sleep and tossing and turning and going, Sarah. We are. Okay. All right. Okay. I was cheated on my homework. There you go. Well, I kind of, I don't know about cheated, but I always did as much as I could to get a good grade in school. I had something called the cheat sheet, but I guess that's actually just hard work, the cheat sheet was. I did cheat once on biology, but, school is a different story, man. School's just a sheet of paper. School's ridiculous, but I am pretty autistic when it comes to Pokemon cards. You can't mess with my autism when it comes to doing things the right way over here. I'll absolutely go crazy. I won't be able to sleep for months if things don't go right. All right, so let's grab this. I'll think about it endlessly. I won't not be able to think about it. Purely obsessed with something going wrong. We are. Ooh. Mr. Guarantees top hidden vintage packs, or you could get double your refund. Ah, shucks, I missed all you too. Well, shucks. Here's 5 of these. And here's 4 Sarahs. Ah, Sarah's taking a shot at this vintage pack. So I believe that leaves 2 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There it is. 2 spots left in the Team Rocket pack. Could just jump in the Team Rocket pack there if you want a spot or a chance for vintage. So I'm going to pop Dragons Exalted into this menu now. Ah, my eye. Dragons Exalted. And this is going to say BW. Ancient Origins is going to say XY. What the hell? Why is it bold? And then Crimson Invasion is going to say Sun Moon. There it goes. All right, good. So that's all set up. Dragons Exalted shall be priced at $480. Tempted to put a date down too, so I understand the last time I priced them. Last priced 10, 10, 25. Okay. That'll help me understand that too, because these prices do change. Very good. Pure obsession creates insanity or genius. Well, I'm obsessed with Pokemon cards. There's no doubt about it. I'm super obsessed. I'm super obsessed. We are. I go to sleep and I think about it all night. And then I wake up and I'm still thinking about it. All right. I heard Rudy say Pokemon market is dead stagnant until 2027. What? Rudy's saying the Pokemon market's dead till 2027? I mean, listen, I think that it's possible that Pokemon cards will go sideways for now, but dead's a strong word. It's not dead. What is he talking about? I mean, there were record prices just this last week. There was, you can check the videos. You know, there's guys on the internet who do nothing but make content showing off record prices. So dead's a strong word. He could come out and say something like Pokemon's going to slow down a little bit now. We don't even know if that's true. I mean, the new Phantasmal Flames coming out, that's a strong Charizard Gengar set. And then nobody knows what's going to be in the 30th anniversary set. So, man, sometimes that guy just says stuff to say stuff, you know. He's supposed to make content. He makes a lot of money when you click on his video. I think these YouTubers just come up with stuff. That's why I would not get my investing decisions straight from YouTube. He says prices are topped out. Everyone will start undercutting everyone else and correct the entire market. He's just pulling out a crystal ball and hoping that's where it's at. We don't know that. We just don't know that. You know, like, I agree that prices feel absurdly high, so there's a good chance for that to happen, but we don't know what happens next. And undercutting, I mean, if you want to be the first one to liquidate out of your position, just let me know. You know, it's like, who wants to be out of product by next year? Who wants to be out of good product by next year? Because by next year, much of it might have crept upwards by another 7 or 10%. So why would you want to be sold out? He's basically saying liquidate out of your position. If he's correct, you should liquidate out of your position right now, right? I wouldn't do that. Do you guys want to liquidate out of your Pokemon collection right now? Does this feel like the timing for that? It doesn't feel like the timing to me. When the aliens come, it won't matter. True. Yeah, well, you know, you could say the same about the stock market. You could say the stock market's in a bubble. Wow, this is a really rare Mewtwo card for this price. Yes, sir. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? What Mewtwo? Ah, there it is. Yes, sir. This is Top Series 3 Mewtwo Holo, Population 15. And on the back, you also get this Mew 17 from the same series. So it's actually 2 cards. It's not one, it's 2 cards. Mewtwo and the Mew. You get them both. Very nice. And we are going to go ahead and keep pricing up things now. We have nobody in the queue. If you guys want to open any cards tonight on this fine Thursday morning. Thursday night, Friday morning. All right. So we got that bad boy. Let's check out this this Ancient Origins. It's also a really good one. You said you saw the box with slabs. You wanted to sell. Are you actually planning to sell anything there? No. There's no plan for that at all. Not even close. It's just a little teasing I like to do. I like to do a little teasing. You ever tease? Here we go. I am not in a selling mood. I am still in a buying mood. Here we are. XY Origins. Booster box. Let's see how the XY Origins box is doing lately. All right. Booster box price going down on the Ancient Origins, I can see. So we can actually update the price on the booster box break. Okay, give me a second. You know, it shot up really badly at one point, and now it's getting a little bit better. Oops. Oh my gosh, I did this wrong. Hold on. All right, divided by 36. All right, so we're going to have this one be, that is expensive enough to once again have one of these. That's really expensive. Okay. He points to the ridiculous Destined Rivals booster box prices. The set is too new and all the Timmies will panic and drive the prices way down, which is healthy long term. Listen, I could do the exact same video as that guy. I could come over and then watch this. You just take some subject. Watch. It works exactly like this. I had a writing teacher that said I was an exceptionally good writer. and you say Destin Rivals, DR, and then you just say good, or you say bad. Okay? And then you just pick one of these, and you have, I guess nowadays you can have AI write a whole synopsis as to why the market's going down and Destin Rivals is about to crash. The problem is nobody actually knows this. There's no way to actually know if it's good or bad. And maybe it's his gut that it's bad right now, but why don't we let the market data decide that? Because I don't think that the market's about to crash tomorrow. Do you guys think the market's crashing tomorrow? Listen, if the market doesn't crash tomorrow, you should recall that he said that Destin Rivals was about to crash. Okay, there we go. Destin Rivals is far from crashing. To be fair, Destin Rivals at 500 is insane. Is it? When did Destin Rivals come out? Didn't it come out in April of this year? It came out like in April, didn't it? Let me look it up. When did Destin Rivals come out? Destin Rivals was in May. We're almost in November, guys. It's not a full year, but it's going to be 1 year old, and it's the first Rocket set we've had since Team Rocket. So I think that's you know, it's fun to try and predict the market, and maybe it makes for really great content, but he's just saying stuff to say stuff, man. That's way too big of an exaggeration. And you clicked on it and you watched it. So I guess it works. He gets paid. So Ancient Origins. We're going to say Ancient Origins. Oh, shoot. What was the number? It's also unhealthy. I get it. Sugar can hurt your teeth, which is why I brush a lot. What? Sugar's delicious. What are you talking about? Sugar's good for you. I read it in a book. Oh, darn it. I lost the number. I got distracted. Sorry about that. Divided by 36. So we're going to do a lower price of $255. So that's Ancient Origins. And now we're going to jump this over here. We just have the one. Okay, let's save on that. It elevated to prices that historically take years to reach, not sustainable. I'm panic selling right now. You're panic selling? I mean, again, it's just a market. And so now we're talking about placing bets, okay? It's not crazy at all. I've already seen all of this. I've seen all of this. I've seen all this with like how fast Cosmic changed, how fast Team Up changed. I've seen all of this before. Hidden Fates. Lots of sets have come up to crazy valuations. He's just wrong. I mean, in my opinion, you're like several years later, inflation alone should force the boxes to be more expensive. I mean, if every year you have an inflation rate close to 3 or 4%, and so in the past, maybe it would have been like a $300 box. Inflation alone would push that number today to be, let's do a test on it. I have to do my calculator. So 300 times, let's say 4%. Okay, so 312 times, okay, plus, okay, one more round, times 0.04. Okay, so it's 325 plus 13, 325 plus 13. So inflation alone will push it up to $338. Now that's just inflation. That doesn't include whether the hobby expanded. That doesn't include whether people changed their perception on modern cards, which they certainly did after they saw Evolving Skies Umbreon skyrocket despite his higher population count. That doesn't include the fact that this is one of the first Team Rocket sets since Team Rocket Returns. So it's a different environment than it was just a few years ago. So what is he even comparing it to? You have inflationary pressures. You have a strong stock market. Yeah, it looks fine to me. I don't see the problem. You are. Soon you will be able to stream vertically and horizontally simultaneously. Did you know that? That'd be cool. I now have gone from trying to become an investor to just keeping it as a hobby, so I don't care about the price anymore. The Mewtwo Top Slab is paired with the Mew Top Slab. Both are rare in a PSA 10. That's right. Can someone tell me more about the Mewtwo Slab? Yes, I can. This is Topps 10 Mewtwo. Comes from Top Series 3. Top Series 3. You can't buy a box of it. It's too rare. If you do find a box, it's probably like, I don't know, it'd probably be like $10,000 for that box. I don't know how much it would cost. But Top Series 3 is extremely rare, so you can't even buy the booster box that these come out of. And secondly, if you open up the packs, the odds that the cards inside will grade 10 are horrible. Topps cards are notorious for their difficulty in grading, but these in particular are extremely difficult to grade. So you can see after all these years, there's only 15 of these Mewtwo's and 17 of these holographic Mews. I've got him. He's 900, he's 1400. You can conveniently bundle them together and put them into Slabaway for $2,300. Oh. Appointment for what? All right, let me put this in here and this one in here. It's a pretty fair deal. I think it's a beautiful set, and there's very few of these out there. You make your collection look very prestigious. Okay, let's see what we got next. So I can see we have no orders in the queue. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. I'd like to make you guys some new products to open up. We've been pricing up these booster packs here. Actually, let's just finish this. We got a couple more to price. Breakpoint, Dark Explorers, Phantom Forces, Breakthrough, and XY Evo. I miss cheap XY Evo packs. A Team Rocket set without Jesse and James, straight to 0, says CEM. That's not... I'm a humongous Team Rocket fan. I didn't feel that way about it at all. Like, Team Rocket Returns, I don't really remember Jesse and James being in that set either. And that's one of the most expensive Pokemon card sets in the entire hobby, which tells you a lot. Because there's plenty of sets that are rare, but very few of them reach the cost of the Rocket Returns collection. And what does that tell you? It means a lot of people just prefer it because it's Rocket. Okay, XY Evolutions Booster Box. There you go, Booster Box. If you had a large position of celebrations, would you sell them? No, I wouldn't sell them. You are? Why would I sell them? I would sell them in 20 years. All right, let's see. Well, he must have really made you scared. It's kind of interesting. All right, so, wow. Wow, these are really expensive. It's about $1,950. Divided by 36. Okay. I've been dealing with CF since I was 2, so I'm still getting by. Charizard Fire. Here's this. And we'll grab... Ugh. What's even considered a large position? All right. People can do whatever they want. The reason I'm pokey wealthy today is because I didn't get shaken out of the hobby when the hobby went down. I didn't get shaken out. You know, stocks go down too. When the stock market goes down, should Warren Buffett sell all of his stocks? What do you think? That would be a ridiculous notion, wouldn't it? Okay. XY Evolutions. Okay, let me turn this down. Okay. We're going to jump over here. We're going to say XY Evolutions, $74. It's a genetic disease, so it can't go away, sadly, unless a cure is made. I'm going to work on a cure for you. I want to catch the top and sell and then buy everything for super cheap when nobody cares about Pokemon again. Nah, you'll fail. It's worse than trying to do that in the stock market. Are you kidding? Pokemon cards, it's worse to try and do that because it's so misunderstood. There's so few metrics for it. And it's not like you can buy in and liquidate quickly either. So Pokemon cards, it's hard to liquidate except through auction, which is very dangerous. Now, if you want to do that, if you want to speculate on Pokemon, you know, like you're some sort of brilliant day trader, I would bet you that I heavily out-earn you over the long run because I didn't sell. Like, look at this Fates Collide. It's $62 now. I pulled this off of my menu in January when it was like 20 bucks per booster pack. It's 60 now. We sold 2 of these in the daytime stream. All I had to do was not sell. And, you know, it's funny because there were so many haters and so many doubters, you know, back in 2021, 2022, when these Sword and Shield sets came out, and everyone was like, nah, they'll do terrible. We're in the junk era. Remember that? We're in the junk era. The junk era, everybody. It's the junk era. Everybody was, they were all convinced we were in the junk era for Pokemon. Nope, totally wrong. Not at all. In fact, here we are. Turns out we were not in the junk era. We are. All right. Do I think Pokemon could slow down? Do I think it could plateau? I think it could plateau. I think it has to at some point. There you go. Do I think it's going to crash tomorrow? No. Do I want to sell? Because I think I'm such a brilliant investor type that I can sell and buy like a magician. Definitely not. I think that that's really foolish. Actually, one of the reasons why I think that's so foolish, every time you sell your cards, you incur fees. So selling cards requires you to lose money. You actually have to lose money when you sell because you're going to pay the PayPal fee. You're going to pay you're supposed to pay taxes on it. You're going to cost yourself, you know, the processing fee, shipping. Occasionally something's going to go wrong for you in the shipping. You're going to get scammed occasionally. So there's all these costs associated with getting rid of your cards as opposed to just carefully stacking them up and leaving them alone for 10 more years. Like, you're going to sell now and not see where it goes in 10 years. Not a good idea. Because it's just proven itself. It just rose in price without any help. It exploded in price. Without any more Logan Paul, without any more free money from the lockdowns. No lockdowns at all, in fact. It rose on its price. It rose on its own anyways. It just proved itself. And there could be some fervor in the market. Maybe there's a little bit of greed, in fact. But it's not enough to scare me out of it because I already wasn't scared out of it when it was low. So if you're scared out of it now, I mean, and then the other thing, if you think you're so clever, you're going to like super time it, is like, you're probably just going to regret selling something that now you can't replace. Unless all you got is junk. I don't know if all you got is junk or something. Look at this Dark Explorer. To be fair, you're selling every day. Well, yeah, because I run the shop, right? But what that really does is it also gives me an extremely good knowledge of how the market feels. Not just that, I don't think Ruby sells primarily Pokemon. I think Ruby mostly sells Magic and other stuff. Like, I think he got into Pokemon because he saw how good it was doing compared to Magic. Pokemon slapped Magic hand over fist. And so this guy, he was not originally a Pokemon guy. He just buys Pokemon as an investment because he wants to make money. But I'm an actual Pokemon guy. All I do is Pokemon. It's my main focus. And I think that, you know, we saw a really nice, good market for it this year. That was really nice. But, yeah, I wouldn't say it's about to collapse. It could go sideways. It could go sideways for a little while. It wouldn't collapse in one day anyways. It would take a while. It takes a while for buyer sentiment to change. All right, here's Dark Explorers. Booster box. If he's trying to entertain you as some sort of clever investor type, just remember all the people who thought they were smart getting out of their position, you know, back in 2023, 2024, just before Pokemon explodes in 2025. It wasn't clever at all. All right, let's see. My argument is that you cannot time the market. It's just not going to happen. I can't even find a Dark Explorers booster box. What the hell? Okay, let's see. Dark Explorers Boosty Box. If I can't find a box of it, I guess I get to just sort of choose my own price. I don't know. Let's see. How about booster? How about blister pack? All right. So sealed blister commands a high price of $5.50. I might copy that because, once again, our pack, well, that costs more than the Dragon's Exalted then. Is Dark Explorer special in some way that I don't know? I'll place this to the side. I don't really know what to think about this, but the fact that there is no Dragon Explorers boxes for sale, and yet there is multiple boxes of Dragon's Exalted for sale, is telling. Here we are. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. What is that Venusaur pack? I've never seen that before. Dark Explorer? That's Dark Explorer, and it contains several extremely good cards in it, including like a Raikou full art and a Giratina full art that are nasty, sexy looking. But also it contains a shiny, no. Dark Explorers, wait a second. I don't think it contains the Rayquaza. No, the Rayquaza is, I'm confusing it with Dragon's Exalted. I'm sorry. I actually can't remember what's in Dark Explorers now. You have to look it up. All right, so this is the Phantom Forces, which gives you a chance for the Silver Dialga. Ooh. Yeah, I've listened to Rudy for a while. I've heard him say a lot of stuff that makes no sense. I don't listen to him anymore. There are people I listen to. He's not on that list. The reason I stopped listening to him is because when it comes to Pokemon, there are guys out there who clearly know more about Pokemon than Rudy. Rudy's just really good sounding. He's got a great bro sound. You know, he sounds like that. He sounds like the, you know, blockbuster cool guy who talks to you about the movie you love. He's got a great sound. Would I ask him for investment advice on Pokemon? No. He would not be my go-to guy for Pokemon. I believe he would make money selling me Pokemon, so that part's believable. But he would not be my guy to get the information for Pokemon from. We are? All right. Wow, this is really expensive. So, I don't know, man. I am really shocked by these packs lately. I'm so glad I stopped selling these. I'm extremely lucky I did not sell any more. Ow! I'm extremely lucky I did not sell any more of these. The Raikou, a really nice card. Yeah. You know, it's insane. Pokered mystery packs, black, white, are now the gold mega hit tier. That tier used to be EX and WOTC only. Yeah, I guess it just makes sense. It's also damn expensive now. I don't think anyone's going to open this one. It's just too expensive. It's just too expensive. This has been fun pricing these, and this is our segment where we were talking about maybe like the market, what happens to the market next. No, my position on the market is not that it's time to get out of the market. Well, again, I wouldn't get out even if it was going down, though. So this is how it works. When the market gets scared and it sells off, that just means you buy more, because the market keeps proving itself over and over again that there's like a structural demand for it, that we're on the brink of real companies with real money buying cards up. And we're on the cultural point where the capital of owning, like the social capital of owning the right Pokemon cards, is one of the most extremely sought after things in our society. So we're at a point, we're at the precipice of Pokemon reaching some sort of ridiculous sports card-like valuation, which they're already basically at. And you can sell out because you think you're so clever that you can sell at the highs and buy at the lows. But the moment you sell out of something that's hard to replace, and then it doubles in price and you can't buy it back, you're going to be like, oh, what was I thinking? Which happens all the time, I'm sure, in the market. These guys who think they're super clever at trade. What is your actual philosophy about Pokemon cards? Do you think it's all just like going to collapse one day? You think it's a child's toy? You think it, right? Like, do you have a long-term perspective or a short-term? Now, if you have a short-term, you think it's all fake hype built on nothing, then yeah, you might get out of the market in the short run because you're scared of it, right? I don't have a short-term perspective. I have a 20-year perspective on it, and I think it's the new Mona Lisa, right? Let me ask you a question. 35-year-old to 45 millennial, what does that person want to own in their home if they had $1 billion? What's the most important thing for them to buy? PSA 10 first edition Charizard or the Mona Lisa? Which one do you think they care about more? Right? Like, obviously the Mona Lisa is more expensive, but which one do they actually get more joy out of? It's the Charizard. And so a lot of old people with money don't understand this, and that's why they're not buying these cards. But one day, some, investment firms with young people in it are going to understand this. We're sitting on some of the most valuable pieces of art in all of the world right now, and some guy named Rudy is telling you to sell out of your position. You can listen to him. He could even be right. Let's say Pokemon dipped a little bit for now. In the long run, he's going to be terribly wrong. And if he convinced you to sell, You know, it would be like when he convinced you to buy Metazoo when Metazoo was selling at a ridiculous price. Remember Metazoo? He pushed that on people too. Metazoo. I'm glad I didn't listen to him when he did Metazoo. Remember when Metazoo came out and the Mothman was 15,000 and all I did was make fun of people for it? He was out there. He had a whole bunch of it to sell too. He was out there selling a bunch of it. Maybe he wants a Pokemon card crash. Maybe he wants to see it crash because he's hoping to buy a bunch of it. You know, you don't know. He might be using his influence that way. You never know. But he had a lot of Metazoo to sell and told you all that it was great. And I was sitting here telling you the truth, saying it was probably one of the stupidest things you can buy. Now, we do sell Metazoo at this point, but now it's cheap. So now it makes sense. Now it's cheap and easy, and probably at the price that it's truly worth, not at the stupid valuations where it was fake. But he was telling you to buy, it's good. He was talking about how he believed in the American company or something like that. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? Anyways, I'm chatting it up. Let me go ahead and get this last price. Here we are. If you haven't placed an order for tonight, I'd love to see an order come in, and we'll open up some cards together. We are. But if we don't place another order, that's okay too. I'm going to give you guys some free ones, and we're just going to have a cool Thursday night together. And we'll just have good conversations. We got a lot of slabs to price up, actually, so I got a lot of work to do while we're live. Look at those beautiful vintage packs. So gorgeous. Who's Rugi? Are you still taking orders? Yes, sir. I'm definitely taking orders. Squeak. It's 6. Here we are. All right. I'm going to buy you a little rat outfit, 6. And then you're going to go squeak. Let's grab this. Mister, I placed an order. Here's... Wait, we already did this order. Let me hit refresh. Give me a second here, Mr. Cisco Cruz. I like both sets. Yeah, don't ever forget that. He was the one telling you to buy Metazoo when it was Mothman selling for like 15,000. How ridiculous. Francisco Cruz, 10 glory of Team... And a bunch of people listened to him, too. They got screwed. 10 glory of Team Rocket Japanese. All right, you got it, man. Okay. Brilliant. One of the biggest flops. One of the biggest card flops. And it just proves that if you constantly have something to say, sometimes you're right. But that doesn't make him like some sort of magical crystal ball of the future. Yeah, if you just keep taking a stance on something like that card I showed you, DR, good, bad. If you just keep taking a stance, eventually you're right, and people think you're like some brilliant scientist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, look at that. We had exactly 10. Very nice. You want to be rich like Rudy, go start selling booster boxes all day long and then tell people they're going to go to the moon and then tell people they're going to crash and then tell people they're going to go to the moon. But the whole time, just keep selling cards, just keep selling booster boxes to them. There we go. He's in a position where it doesn't really matter what happens in the market next. It's not going to affect him. Here's Spadops, but it could wipe you out if you make the wrong move. Here's a cold one. Here's a cold one. Here's Nato King. I saw that documentary on Mothman on ancient aliens. I've noticed insane hatred for PSA lately, a push for tag. No, I don't hate PSA. PSA is great. PSA is great. Tag grading, you know, they're new. They're really good too. I like them because of their, you know, I like their, what is it called? Their grading report. Grading report's awesome. And I like the slabs, which the thing is, tag better watch out because anyone could copy that. Anyone could copy those slabs. So it's a very nice thing. It's a convenient thing, but it's not the most important thing. Accurate grading and a strong brand is what's most important. PSA is still dominant when it comes to brand value. And PSA just got to keep doing what they're doing. They'll be fine. There's been a lot of hatred in general for grading card companies. Like, how many YouTubers have talked to you guys with an angry tone in their voice where they're angry and they make fun of you for grading cards? They make fun of you for collecting graded cards. They talk about how it's all fake and stupid and you're an idiot for collecting that way. And basically, and I feel sorry for some people, but they basically talked some people out of one of the biggest explosions in price improvement, in appreciation of any asset class in America. So there's a group of people who were talked out of collecting like a PSA 10 Moonbryon, or they were talked out of collecting a PSA 10 Giratina Shinji Kanda card. They were talked out of collecting their favorite vintage card in a PSA 9 or a PSA 10. And now they can't buy it because it's unaffordable. So they were talked out of it because they were told collecting graded cards was silly, and it was some of the worst collecting advice they could have received. There it is. It was just, I mean, I get the idea behind the argument, but it just doesn't play out. I was the one over here saying, you got to buy the graded slabs because they're going to explode. I was saying, you know, it's the value that the grade brings is huge. People want the third-party grading. Move that over there. Mr. Francisco Cruz, let's grab your bag. Thanks for the order, man. I really appreciate it. So there was a number of people telling others, you know, whatever you do, don't buy graded cards. It's a waste of money. And that was not that great of advice in the end. I'm not saying that, you know, as a personal attack on that person. They were just sharing their feelings and their thoughts. But the data says that you should have grabbed that PSA 10 of your favorite card. You actually just missed out. Maybe in the long run, it'll all go to zero. Some people are rooting for that too, which I don't think that'll happen at all either. But yeah, I mean, should have jumped in on the graded cards as early as possible and held as long as possible. That's what you should have done. Jumped in as early as possible, held as long as possible. The winner with card collecting will be the person who holds on to their cards much longer than anyone else. It's going to be a game, and the game is who can hold on to these cards without having to sell. People are going to have to sell because they need a new home, their car broke down, their parent got very ill and they need to help their parent. They're going perhaps through a divorce, very real problem. And they're going to have to liquidate their cards during that time period. And then they'll never see them again because the market will move on without them. Slowly over time, the multimillionaires and the billionaires will gobble up all these cards. It will happen. It'll take a while, but it'll happen. They'll gobble them all up and you'll miss it. And yes, the market might do this. Woo! It might go up and down. But the overall concept, the millennials who are not going anywhere for another 30 years, maybe 40 or 50 years, they're going to gobble up all these cards over time. And so whoever holds them the longest wins. That's really the game. It's an interesting thing. I think that's how it will actually play out. That's my perspective. And no, it's not a short-term YouTube video that makes me, you know, maybe $1,000 in ad revenue where I'd say, quick, sell all your cards right now. My thoughts are based off of a very planned out analytical view of the market and how collectibles, you know, like what are they philosophically even? Like, what even is it? Like, why is all this it's not space magic. This stuff isn't just happening randomly. It's all happening for measurable reasons, you know. There's some variable in here that you can actually measure that has something to do with concepts like nostalgia, has something to do with buying back your childhood. It has something to do with love for a video game. It has to do with style. It has to do with the game, the market game. You know, I love playing a market. So all these really measurable human qualities are driving the market. And it's not just another Beanie Baby craze, which has had plenty of time to pop. It's not. It's just like baseball cards. Why haven't those popped? Why are those still good? You got baseball cards to sell for millions of dollars now. Why hasn't that collapsed? It's just some sweaty ass guys hitting a ball back and forth. Why hasn't that collapsed? So Pokemon's the leader in TCG collectibles. If I could be convinced someone was about to replace Pokemon, then we would have a more sophisticated like course of action. But I wouldn't stop buying collectibles. I would just have a more complex plan on the collectibles. You know, maybe a little bit of Pokemon, maybe a little bit of One Piece, maybe a little bit of Weiss Schwartz, maybe a little bit of Magic the Gathering. It'd be a more sophisticated plan. But nobody's about to displace Pokemon. It's not even close. Pokemon's doing very well. Maybe it's overvalued this year. Probably not. Possibly, though. But it's not about to die. That's crazy. It's not about to go off a cliff. All right, that's your conversation about Pokemon card investing philosophy. We could have more of that conversation if you'd like. Let's hand out a free card already. We haven't handed out a free card. I got to hand out a free card to you guys. You guys are a great audience. Here it is. All right, so we got this beautiful, this is a Cardconomist graded card. Did you know we grade our own cards? So we don't anymore, but for a while you could pay me to grade your card and encapsulate it. We might bring that back someday. I have to hire a new person for that, but we got to move first. So we're probably going to move, and then after we move, we're going to probably hire a new person to try and do some grading for us. Pretty cool, huh? We're giving this one away for free. All right. Hero Lorcana is about to displace Pokemon. It could. I don't think it will. But, you know, any product can compete for, you know, dominance. Pokemon has a grapple hold, man. There's nothing like Pokemon right now. The funny thing is, people consistently underestimate it. They consistently underestimate it. They keep thinking that, what, Magic's about to take its place? Yeah, right. Magic. Can you think of one nostalgic Magic character that people really care that much about that they would drop 40,000 on it? I like the Black Lotus and all that. I'm talking like a character with like emotions. Can't name one of them. How about Disney? If people in love with Mickey Mouse right now, there's still some Mickey Mouse love out there, but it's just not that strong. Mickey Mouse brand has been hurt by, you know, sort of like their style of movies today. It's hurt. It's a hurt brand. And I just can't name a lot of other things. Like SpongeBob's doing well right now, right? But SpongeBob's not that diverse. Pokemon's almost designed to be collected, right? There's so many Pokemon. It's designed to be collectible. And something like SpongeBob is not. It is collectible, but they're not going to put out 500 SpongeBob sets, are they? They just can't. There's not enough content. Pokemon made a huge amount of content. They're specifically a collecting company. So they're going to grasp the majority of people who like to be in the sort of like the real world game of collecting. You know what I mean? They're going to dominate there. Here we go. All right. So let's find out who gets a free slab tonight. We're going to get another free slab out right after this. Landing on 15, which is Instagibbous. Instagibbous, you still here, man? Diglett Vibrators. What do you think about the sneaker market? I think there could be a lot of collectibles markets. I think the sneaker market is basically an extension of the sports hobby. And I think it's a bit odd, isn't it? Like, they're these big, clunky things. They don't store very easily. I'm trying to imagine people walking around a sneaker place in the mall. Like, let's say you go to the mall and there's a bunch of, like, special sneakers. I think it's very niche. Here's how I feel about the sneakers. You ready? And this is the good stuff. This is why you guys hang out, because we talk about this kind of stuff. You get smarter when you hang out over here. So the sneakers, in my opinion, are very similar to like video games. There are people who collect video games, graded video games, and they're cool, and they're not really that bad. It's just they're not designed to be collected. You see, this is designed to be collected. Look at it. Perfect. This is actually designed for being collected. Sneakers are not. They're just huge. They're huge and they're clunky. And so I think sneakers have definitely a market in the sports category, where if you have a guy who physically wore a pair of sneakers and won like a sports game in it, his sneakers will sell for a lot. His in-game sneakers. But if you're talking about he has like a line of sneakers and it's his brand and they're going to print like 1,000 of them, I don't know, dude. I think it's tougher. I think at that point it's more like Rolex. It's more about like men's jewelry essentially, except for your feet. And I think that the prospects are not as good. Like, definitely people will not do that as a form of investment. It's just a really passionate small group of hobbyists. So I would say probably like maybe like the outlook, like the ceiling for sneakers, way lower than something like Pokemon. But if you're very passionate, if you love sneakers, you know, you definitely can stay in. I actually had a theory you could collect trees that are going extinct. There's cuts of wood you could collect. I know it sounds crazy, but you could probably collect like burl, right? Really rare cuts of burl. Ebony, that's actually pretty rare. Ebony is this desirable wood that you can't get enough of. It's funny saying it, but it's true. So ebony is this tree that they don't have enough of. And if you were to collect big logs of that and put in a warehouse, it could potentially double in price over time. Or even better, if you could get nice blocks of it for making like an instrument or something, you could store that on a shelf and just make it, it's complex, but basically you make it waterproof and just let it age. So, you know, there's all kinds of like wine, there's all these niche things. But this is meant to be a market. This here is designed to be a market. You're designed to trade this. It's designed with trading in mind. So it's just not the same. Instagibbous. Did he say he's still here? He's not here? Is he not here? All right, Instagibbous on the back. We got to get you guys a new giveaway. What do you guys want for the giveaway? Instagibbous. Tripping on my words sometimes. Great conversation, by the way, guys. What do you think of that conversation? That's a bad take. You should check out Sneaker Collections. The resale price will shock you. There are rare sneakers made. Like I said, you could collect men's underwear. You could collect perfume. You could collect glow-in-the-dark pieces of glass. There's a market for everything. But the difference is Pokemon's designed to be collected. Sport cards are designed to be collected. And sneakers are not. They're just not. They're bigger. They take up more space. I think that the opportunities are smaller. And so, I mean, could we find a pair of sneakers that sells for the most money? Could we find a pair of sneakers that appreciated the most? Yes. But if we're trading like market volume trading, you know, like how many times did a Pokemon card trade in a day? If we're talking about like the total volume of sales, you're talking about like the peak sale, it's going to be way higher in Pokemon. It's going to be way higher in sports cards for sure. I don't think sneakers comes close. It's still a market and it's still viable. You got to be real passionate about shoes, okay? If you love shoes, go for shoes. No problem. All right, here we go. Next giveaway, this beautiful Vulpix. Ready? Vulpix giveaway. A pair of sneakers could be worth millions, but I'd rather own a Gold Star Rayquaza. Yeah, and, you know, if you have like a pair of sneakers that wins like the world tournament for something like NBA basketball or whatever, it's like the winning pair of shoes worn by the star MVP player, and that was the pair of shoes he wore to that game. That's going to be worth tons of money, sure. Nothing wrong with that. It's an interesting concept even. I'm just saying there's so many Pokemon cards trading at such a high volume with such a high ceiling. This is designed to be a market. Shoes are not designed to be a market. They're designed to be worn. All right, here we are. Oh, I put $40 on this like it was going to be a break. Hold on. Did you get my card grading? Yes, sir. How's it going, Mr. Wildbeer? How's it going, man? Welcome to our Thursday night stream. I hope you're having a nice day. Oh, yeah, I wanted to make a new product for you guys. You know, we had so much success with the jumbo booster packs. I want to make something like that, but with the Japanese boosters. We got all these Japanese boosters, and they don't really move too much. You guys ever notice that? Cute Vulpix. He's first edition. That is a really nice giveaway. So we just gave away one card. We're giving away our second card. And we've got our bounty now, so that when you have luck in the stream, you can build up a position on the bounty. Here, let me show you that bounty again. Beautiful. So this is an additional pull for people who get lucky and pull big cards. Or if you pull the chase card in a break, did you know that? You can get a spot in the bounty from there. Tonight, we priced up some of these really difficult high-end packs. Evolutions, Breakpoint, Breakthrough, Ancient Origins, Dragons Exalted, which is maybe underpriced, and Phantom Forces. Wow. So, and we might get a couple more packs like this. So you got some big options here, guys. All right. The JP Jumbo Bundle. Yeah, that's right. The fatty. You need a Jordan to sign your shoes before he dies. Yeah, I don't hate shoes or anything. It's not horrible. You can collect anything you can collect women's discarded toenails for all I care. I don't care. I think collecting itself is a certain human behavior. It's kind of like enjoying painting or something. But, you know, obviously if you're collecting women's discarded toenails, you might be looked at a little bit funnier. But I get the sensation of wanting to collect it. You know, the feeling that I want that in my home. That feeling. I know that feeling. I know it dearly, but it's for Pokemon cards for me. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. A new TCC sampler? I love the Jumbo Pack. It's actually one of the fastest moving items, one of the fastest moving breaks. By the way, we have a Jumbo Pack set up back here if anyone wants to join tonight. This could easily go off tonight because we've already got one person in there. That's the Jumbo Pack break. You've seen what's in it. There's some great stuff in here. Look, there's a Black Flame, Solo Leveling, Final Fantasy, some One Piece, Trick or Trade. Here's a Code Geass. Here's a Vintage Merlin. We've got a Pokemon Go, Journey Together, Inferno. I think that's called Inferno X. This is Celestial Storms, Indonesian. Pretty interesting. This is Lost Abyss, Japanese. This is actually pricey. Rick and Morty Season 1. That's a lot of fun. Let's see. We've got this Animal Crossing, Blue Sky Stream. I'm just so surprised more people don't open this. $3 for Blue Sky Stream is amazing. Mega Evolution. We got these 2 cards not on the set. What are the names of these sets? That's Incandescent Arcana. What is this called? This is like Battlefield or something. I don't remember the name of it. And then some more Sexy Girl card sets. Magic Girls and Fruit of Grisai. So it's a mix. Yeah, we got a nice mix here. Mr. Bagunas is already in here. We need 3 more people. That's the Jumbo Pack break. And, you know, I was really thinking it over. This is one of our most popular breaks. People love the variety. I think they find it very fun. And my question to myself was, look, if people love this, why are we not making these bundles for some of the cheap sets on the menu? Like, we could make a Korean bundle. We could make a Japanese bundle. And if we got some free time in the stream, you know, maybe it's been like a slow week or something, we can focus on redesigning some products to get you some new creative stuff ready. But the other thing we need to do is take pictures of this. Are you ready? We're going to take a picture of this because we also need to price up some slabs together. All right, give me a second. So these are well priced now. And if you didn't know this, if you're watching, if you're new, right here in our Discord server, you can click these these channels to see all the slabs. Oh yeah. So that's all slabs. We're going to take a picture of these for the pricey slabs channel, where the pricey slabs go. Okay. There we go. Oh, I have a picture of Karis with the kitty under the blanket. It's so freaking cute. It's freaking cute as hell, dude. That's what separates you from the competition. You give people what they want. Shame they didn't make a 2025 Halloween pack. They didn't? Are you serious? They did not make a 2025 pack? You know that makes the 2024 pack more valuable, right? Oh, that's so interesting. That is very interesting. All right. So let's jump over here to the Japanese packs on the menu and see exactly what they consist of. You ready? Wow. We have a very large group of Japanese cards. And so I think what we should do is create a bundle out of the older sets. That's what we should do. They should be the older sets. The kitty under the bed. Theme bundles. So we could do every single pack on the menu, I suppose. That would take so long to build one of them. I think the fastest way to do this would be like if I had... Okay, like if I had like a table where all the boxes were laid out and I could just start boom, 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 like organizing them, but we're all crammed together right here. Let's give it a try though. Okay, you ready? So step number 1, I need a base Scarlet. Come on now. There's a base Scarlet. Step number 2, I need a Shiny Treasures. We're running out of Shiny Treasures. That one's not sustainable. Okay, Shiny Treasures. Step number 3, we need a 151. 151 really raises the price because the most expensive Japanese pack. Triplet Beat. Here's Triplet Beat. Triple Beat Bop. Okay. We need Snow Hazard. Is there a way? Maybe as I open these, I can move these done boxes off to the side. Like here's one of these. We don't need that now. Oh my God, we got a lot of cards. Oh my God, we got a lot of cards over here. Oh, there's some more of those Black Flames actually, which we had removed from the channel. So here's a Black Flame. Got to get that in there. And here's the Snow Hazard. Good. So Snow Hazard's complete. Cyber Judge. Okay. What's interesting is we don't carry all the packs. We carry some of them. Some that ran out, we did not restock because that's kind of how it works. We kind of let a product cycle run out, but some of these products don't run out and then they just stop moving. And so they just stay on the menu forever. So we want some of these creative bundles because they're both fun and they kind of give life back to some of these sets that have been sort of ignored. Okay, we need a roaring something, right? What's it called again? Ancient Roar. Where are we hiding the Ancient Roar? I'm not seeing Ancient Roar. Let me see. Can I scoot this all down? Let's see if I can scoot that down. Let's move this up here. let's move this up here. Pokemon Go. There's the journey together. It's that ancient roar back there. Let's grab this. No, that's Hello Kitty. How did Hello Kitty get back here? Hello Kitty's not even supposed to be here at all. Put that there. Ah, here it is, Ancient Roar. I found it. Okay, Ancient Roar. We're putting together a jumbo Japanese Pokemon card pack. So that's Ancient Roar. Crimson Haze. Crimson Haze. Right, that's the set with the... Here it is. That's the set with the Gray Ninja. Really good set. Night Wanderer. Okay, here's the Night Wanderer. Electric Breaker. Okay, we sold tons of Electric Breaker for a long time. Electric Breaker. Terra Festival. Ooh, Terra Festival's so good, and people don't open it as much anymore. Maybe we need to re-examine the price soon. But let's go ahead and find it real fast. There it is. Terra Festival. Oh, it says the iPad's going to die. Let me go ahead and plug the iPad in. Check the queue, mister. All right, we're going to check the queue. Have no fear. But let me finish this. We're this deep in, okay? Battle Partners. Here's Battle Partners. Heat Wave Arena. Look at this variety. Isn't this insane? So it's like I'm saying, we got too many, actually. We got too many packs, and they don't move that much. Glory of Team Rocket. Okay, we got Glory of Team Rocket. It is. Pokemon White. Yes, we still had a little bit of Pokemon White. Not a lot. There it is. And it says we're sold out of Pokemon Black, but actually, we got like a couple packs left. Maybe like 4 packs left, so we're going to toss that in there. Mega Symphonia, that's the latest set. And we hid Mega Symphonia where? I think we hit it actually on my right side, didn't we? We put it on the right side, which is unusual. There's Mega Brave. Here's Mega Brave. Where's the Mega Symphonia? Just give me a minute. Have no fear. We're not done. Ah, here it is. So these went on my right side because the other side was completely full. And Inferno X. Inferno X. Here we are. Wow. Wow. That's got to be expensive if you added all this up. If you added all this up, that's got to be expensive. So there it is. That's the Japanese jumbo bundle. Contains one of every Japanese pack on the menu. We'll get a price on this. But if you don't mind, give me a second here. If you don't mind, let me take a quick look at the queue. Somebody might be waiting. Ooh, we got to put this back in to the jumbo bundle. There it is. So this is just a bunch of random packs, and it's a break. Lots of fun. This one might actually just have a price, and I recreate it for you and sell it. And it's just an item for fun, really. That's all it is. It's just a bit of fun. Bro, I'm anxious, says Piasu. You ready? All right, let's take a quick... First of all, let's get this music running. My in-laws are coming over tomorrow, okay? Just so you know. I will have my in-laws over tomorrow. So first of all, we have a Steven Gonzalez from Marvel Japanese. Hey, what's up, man? Nice to see you again. Marvel. I believe we need a new box of Marvel. All right, let me go grab it. We're going to get a fresh box of Marvel for Mr. Steven Gonzalez. Thanks for the order, man. That was surprisingly difficult to find. Tears moved it. We have like an ocean of product these days. There you go. Oh, I'm not even next. Here we go. All right. Beautiful. And we'll jump in here. Good. All right. Happy Thursday night, Friday morning. I hope you guys are having a great overnight stream with us. How you guys feeling? It's a little promo card. You're just ordering one pack, so we'll let this go to somebody ordering more of the box. There it is. We have we have some desirable, look at this. Stream goals. We're trying to get 100 views and 50 likes. We got 55 likes. We need 100 views. That triggers a giveaway, okay? Just letting you guys know that we're going to be running that from now on, okay? That number will change from day to day. There we go. I'm blanking nervous as blank. It is. You open something pricey? Yeah, it's pretty normal. Pretty normal to feel nervous from that. Here you go. Got you that little back card there, Mr. Steven. Thank you so much. We miss you, Steven. There you go. All right. And here is your bag. Ooh. Hope all is well. Just been busy. Definitely. Tossing this up here. Let's go ahead and refresh. There's Mewtwo. There's Mr. Mime. And there's right on D's. Right on. Okay, now we also have an order for... Click. Come on now. Click. Oh, we got a big CS man order. He says, picture on the slab, and then the Dragonized Exalted pack. Picture on the slab. Now, what does that mean? Picture on the slab. Do you mean that you're paying off the electrode? Yeah, he's paying off the electrode, and he wants a picture. There we go. Okay. And then the Dragon's Exalted. Ooh. Again, you're getting it from a fresh booster box, so that's very good. It would be nice if it turned into something special, but that's not promised until it gets open. We'll see what happens. Let's go over to the CS Man. You know, when you buy it, you probably think, oh, I could have gotten the one from eBay, right? But the funny thing is, if you go and buy the eBay booster packs and you open one and you have absolutely no chance at the hit pull, because the seller knows this, but you don't know that. It's really devastating, actually. And then you go to the next one, and you do the same thing. You open that, and the next one, the next one. You open up 30 of those and never pull any chase card, because they're all weighed. So that's the difference. And that's why, you know, those sealed boxes command such a huge premium. Wow, good for you, Mr. CS Man. You know, when you buy these slabs, there's no gambling involved. You're actually just straight out buying the value, and you get your slab, and then you're set. Okay, good. Now, he is buying one of these. Where did we put it? Oh, yeah. Smash that like button for CS Man, guys. Here it is. $480 Dragon Exalted. CS Man, we haven't opened one of these for a little while. We haven't opened these since, like, January, basically. Actually, I think Jennifer Yap was the last one to open one of these. I miss her. I wish she'd come back. I miss Jen. Here we are. Very nice. Wonder what she's up to these days. Okay, I'm scared. She was buying tons and tons of Pokemon from us between like 2023 and 2024, and then all of it jumped. I hope she didn't sell any of it until now. Here's your destiny. He wants the pack art. She's around. Nice. All right, you ready? Okay. Good. So we got Murkrow. Look at that Murkrow. Now, remember, every one of these is probably gradable. We got Yanma, Apom, Electrike, Stunky. Okay, here's your holo. Oh, yeah, Rescue Scarf all the way. Oh, man, that's stinky. I can get another one if you want. Skiploom, Gabite, Emolga. Ooh, the Emolga's nice. All right, so this pack, not going to be some gigantic chase card. In fact, that's a tough pack because you actually just get a reverse trainer card in there. Man, if only there was a way to, like, know what's in it. I guess we could have it scanned by like a what do they call those stupid things? We can have it scanned by one of those CT scanner or something like that. It is. I'm good, mister. I'm not getting another one of those. I'm going to be pulling it out anyways because someone else might buy it. Here's Stunky. It's going to be available. Stunky. Here's Electrike. Next pack has to hit. Do you guys want me to open it? Nah, that'd be crazy. What if that happened? What if he opened this pack and it was cold, and then the audience told me to open the next pack and it was like a hit? That would be horrible. I wouldn't like that because I couldn't feel good about it. There it is. And here is the Murkrow. All right, flipping that over. All right. We might host that break. That booster has a break in the future. Here's Rescue Scarf, Gabite, Skiploon, Roserade. Speaking of pack breaks, we got this split with 2 spots left in it. 2 spots left. Team Rocket, everybody. Okay, here we are. Don't feel bad about it too long, Mr. CS Man. That's the nature of it. You know, I opened up a $1,000 Aquapolis pack, got literally nothing out of it, graded a bunch of them, and they all graded like 6, 7, and 8. So, you know, if you've been doing this for a while, you know the pain. You have to accept to a certain degree that that's the nature of it all. You have to accept it. You have to say, sometimes you have to look at it and say, I've got to do it. And because there's a reason, CS Man, if you never open packs, you will never experience the joy of hitting some kind of chase card in a pack. And unfortunately, what that means, you are going to open cold packs. So part of you has to be okay with that at some point. To truly enjoy the hobby, in my opinion, you have to be okay. All right. I might get the next one. All right. So, but I do have to get that, actually. So I'll be right back. Let me go grab that. All right. Here we are. Very nice. That's why you buy 100% correct. Okay. So, this is pack number 2. Where'd I put the sleeve for pack number 1? Where'd I put it? Come on, dude. What'd I do with it? Oh. I bet it's in here and it just blended in. There it is. All right. Nice. I want to tell you a crazy story about these packs for a second, CS Man. Bought these a long time ago, Dragons Exalted. I think I bought like 3 boxes of it, and I'm down to just a little bit, really. And I paid, now this is going to shock you, paid a whole $2,400 per box. Isn't that crazy? That's the power of the Pokemon card market. And it's just getting crazier, really. Here's Cosmic and Primal Clash. Ooh. I remember when these booster packs were cheap, and the cards that were at this price were all the WOTC era stuff, strictly. So we have this Cosmic pack to price up. There we go. All right. I'm just glad I didn't sell these during the January time period, because I could have. And I said, no, let's get all these off. We are. I've made some really good moves in the hobby over the years. It is. Okay. All right. Remember how I was always 1 pack away, CS Men do it. What are you talking about, Alex? There we go. All right, Cosmic Eclipse. You could open another pack, and it could just be another cold pack. You know, it's crazy about the pull rate on it. Dragons Exalted looks just like a modern set. Cold pack, cold pack, cold pack, cold pack, hit. Cold pack, cold pack, cold pack, cold pack, hit. It's pretty high and dry. So this is going to say Cosmic Eclipse. Okay. Very good. How's Cosmic doing these days? What's Cosmic selling for? Oh, my dear Jesus Christ on ice skates. That is nuts, dude. 4,200 for a box of Cosmic. Wow. I think we were selling these for $36 a pack not too long ago, which would have been about 1,300. Yeah. Wow. What a mistake. I shouldn't have been selling any of them. Should have waited till they reached this price. All right. Is that right? Let me look at that number again. I don't know, dude. That's crazy. Okay. Whoever held on to these all the way is the person who did very good. Cosmic shall be 157. And then Primal. Primal Clash. I love Primal Clash. Primal Clash is like Ancient Origin and Roaring Skies, but kind of slightly different cards in there. Should I grade any of those commons? You would definitely want to examine them for gradability, yes. But if they're off center, if they've got white dots, I don't know if it's worth it at that point. So like if they're 8s or 9s, probably no. But let's say even one of those commons graded 10 might sell for $75 to $175. It's kind of a wide range. It kind of depends on what Pokemon it was, right? So like if you get a trainer card and you grade that 10, ironically, you might be able to sell that for a whopping $75 in a 10. You know, somebody might actually buy that to complete the set. But if you were to grade, like, you saw that Haunch Crow was kind of cool looking. Well, if he gets a 10, he might be like 125. If you get a reverse holo or holographic 10, that could be like $400 to $500, maybe up to $1,000, depending on what it was. Like if you pull a really good holographic, maybe like an impressive Pokemon, that could be really expensive. So holographics are being treated very differently, especially for older sets like Black White. It's a big deal to pull a good holographic. It's basically a full-on hit. Just a good reverse holo or a good holo is considered like an actual hit. It's really crazy. Okay, so how are we looking on these Primal Clashes? Primal. I like the price of the Primals. Bit cheaper. Not really cheaper, to be honest, but a bit cheaper. Okay. Divided by 36. $130. So affordable. So affordable. Okay. Unbelievable. I can't believe I used to sell these for like 40 bucks. What a mistake. Shouldn't have sold even one of them. There it is. Okay. I'm going to do that $100 hit bag grade. $100 hit bag grade? What do you mean? Cosmic Eclipse has good rates. Tons of secret rare. Okay, let's see. So, we have Mr. Waldbeer, I think, next. Mr. Waldbeer, give me a moment. So tonight you see the repricing of our beautiful XY era and Sword and Shield era cards. They're coming back after a long hiatus. We actually were well known for carrying all these. We were really good at it. 2 OP5s for Mr. Waldbeer. You got it, Mr. Waldbeer. Anything for you. Move this out of the way. Grab 2 of these OP5s. There they are. 1 manga, please. I'm going to do that $100 hit bag grade. You let TRG grade his hit bag for only $100. Grade. You mean like grade every card in the hit bag? Is that what you're talking about? Ready? Here's. Oh, very good. Okay, oops. And. Oh, I see what you're saying. All right. Okay, that's not a common thing for anyone to order. Let me take a look at it and give you an idea, okay? You sound like you're pretty serious about wanting your cards graded properly, fully assessed, rather than just glanced at. Let me grab Mr. Waldbeer. I am, after all, TheCardconomist, and we got to do some surgery sometimes. Man, Karis is nervous, man. She's going in for surgery. If you guys didn't know that, Karis has some surgery to go through in order to try and get pregnant. So she has she has to have something called like an endometriosis laparoscopy, and the doctor's going to be clipping some things out of her. She's very nervous for this. It could go wrong. That's the tough part. It could actually go wrong. It could go horribly wrong. Hopefully not horribly wrong, but it can actually just go mediocrely wrong and still dramatically make things worse. So she has that coming up. No good, huh? Ooh. Prograde. Trump loses the Nobel Peace Prize to a woman, says Roy Schwartz. Oh, yeah. Weren't they like choosing the Nobel Peace Prize candidate? I was confident it will not go to Donald Trump. There's no way it will go to him. He's such a jerk. But also, I mean, the fact that Obama won it just for winning an election kind of tells you a lot about the people who choose the winners. So they're not apolitical, in other words. So there was absolutely no chance that he could win. You know, you can't let your opponent have a win. But, you know, it's sort of like, oh, well, he stopped the war in the Middle East, right? Let's see. 10 contenders for the Nobel Peace Prize who are not Donald Trump. Let's see. I think it is. I thought even back then when I actually voted for Obama, I myself thought it was ridiculous when he won. I was like, he didn't do anything. So I myself thought that was quite strange. I was like, how can you win, but all you did was, you know, play politics? Okay, you won at politics. Everyone wants to win at politics. It's like if it's like if I was in some sort of competition, like a boxing match, and I win the boxing match. Now I get the Peace Prize or something. So what? It's all right. All right, anyways. She's from Venezuela. I think they're going to try to rage bait Trump into heart failure. It might work. So, oh, right. We were looking at Mr. CS Man. Mr. CS Man. So we've got this baggie for you right here that contain these cards, right? And let's see. Trump. Let's grab this. Ugh. If he submitted anything, it would look different. Here are these hollows. You like these hollows a lot? Are you big on the common hollows over here? Here we have a CS Men bag. Here we have a giant hollows bag. See that? Hollows bag. And here we have, okay, a bunch of cards and sleeves here. And then we got a couple hollows bags again. Okay, 3 finalists. It was a slow cycle for Obama. Oh, you're meaning, in other words, there weren't that many people. There weren't that many people to choose from. That might make sense. So you want to grade your hits. What exactly is your hit bag? Do you have a bag that's considered a hit? Oh my God, that's way too many. That would take a really long time to go through. I'm keeping everything, mister, unless I really need to sell it. I just want a lot of cards near me, LMAO. No problem, no problem. Especially since you're going to be back here in the United States, it will be easy for us to ship those hollows to you. So yeah, you do have plenty of cards I could grade. I can see all of these are sleeved too. I once did do that for, it was actually La Flame. It wasn't, I don't think it was Team Rocket Grunt, but La Flame, where I graded like literally every common card for him. I hated every moment of it. It was a lot of work, but we got it done. So if you truly want to do that, you can do that. I think it would actually be a discount because it would only take 30 cards. This is way more than 30. So that's a steep discount, $100 grading on these bags right here. Is that the idea? Let's grab this. I think we're ready to put your cards in a new place. That's a lot. You know, usually when someone says, I want to pay $100 for a pre-grade, you're like, well, that's too much. But when you look at how much he has, it's really not that much. It's a valuable. So how much would you want? I'd do this whole round of 3 bags for about $100. Also, we might not do it all at once. The way it would truly work is, I think the way we did it with La Flame, when the stream slows down, I begin the pre-grades. And then after I'm done with the pre-grades, I give you a timestamp link in your private channel in Discord. So you can go back to that and rewatch it and kind of go through it. And then I believe we create multiple bags, like an A bag and a B bag, basically. So there's the cards that definitely you'll want to grade them. And that might include cards that should get a 10 and cards that'll get maybe like a 9. And then there'll be a second bag where you probably just don't want to grade them at all. Please just don't forget, you don't need to do it right now. Right, exactly. So that is the whole idea. We would do it when the stream is slow. And so that way you have plenty of time to, well, I need plenty of time to do it because there's so many cards. All right. Speaking of which, speaking of so many cards, we got a Luke Laurie order. Hey, what's up, Mr. Luke Laurie? Says here, finish Slabaway and 2 Halo Upper Deck boosties. Sure. Okay, but first, I might have to put CS Man in a new spot. Let's see. Where can I put these? So this is Nathan Gordon. We're going to move CS Man box number 2 over here. Ugh. You know, we didn't check the lower half of your box. That wasn't full of hits too, was it? What's in the lower half? Hollows. Hollows. This is some weird stuff in here, so that's some weird stuff. Thing is, some of that might be gradable. Oh, these are like promos and hollows. Okay, so you got a bunch of promos in here from the looks of it. Let's double check. Hold on. Promos can be graded too, so I could literally slice out every promo, test it, and prep it to see if it's worth grading. Got some stuff in here. Nothing too crazy. All right, nothing too crazy in here at all, actually. These are not like A-tier cards. But the promos, those are always fun. Okay. Oh, I'm going to knock that camera over. So we're prepping Mr. CS Man for his surgical card grades. But before that, let me get another box for him. He's going to have another box for... You need 2 boxes at this point. If you're joining in later in the stream, I got some fun news for you guys. Karis and I have been working literally all day long to bring you guys a functional website. It's basically done. At this point, it's just polish. The website is done. It's basically functional. You could go in and place orders for cards on my new website right now. The website is hidden. Can't see it yet. It works. We've already tested it. But it's about polish now. We're trying to get it polished up. All right. Set these in here. Very nice. You got 2 boxes now, CS Bin. 2 boxes. Okay. All right. There's Knockdown. Here's Clefairy. Let's take a picture of these right here, everybody. Let's see it today, mister. Well, we might get it done by Sunday, I'm betting. It might be fully operational. All right, we're going to say pricey October. Get it? That's a quote from Star Wars. You like Star Wars at all, CS Man? Did you watch the old Star Wars, the old man Star Wars? There we go. The ones made by George Lucas. The good ones, in other words. You will find that this station is fully operational. I agree, it's always going to be warm. All right, so let me fix this because these are sliding around this box. Okay. The blue phosphorus is probably going to get the 2K. Yeah. That's my favorite color. Bro, did you get the blue phosphorus? Oh, we're so close to this. We're so close to this jumbo Japanese pack, but I got another order to service. Mr. Luke, 2 Halo Upper Deck packs. Let's start there. All right. Unfortunately, I only watched the new ones, and they're so bad, so I thought they were all going to be bad. I wasn't born when the old Star Wars came out. Yeah? Well, neither was I, actually. The original Star Wars came out in, like the early 70s or something like that. They're really old movies, but they're still really good. The original trilogy, made a really long time ago. It's worth watching. It's kind of like watching a history movie at this point because it's so old. I don't know if you've ever done that. Sometimes you watch an old movie because it's an old movie. So that's the point of it. And that can be quite fun sometimes. You got to make a night of it sometimes when you get like a girlfriend or something, okay? When you get a girlfriend to hang out with all night and she's like, what do you want to do? And you're like, I want to get naked and lay in bed with you and watch movies. That's what you got to do. You got to turn on something nerdy like Star Wars for her. So she goes, what are we looking at? But the old Star Wars are a lot of fun. And then you get the ones that are made. When I was a kid, ye old George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, he made 3 more movies back in the early 2000s, kind of around when Pokemon came out, in fact. And, oh yeah, look at that, Luke. Picking up the Cortana chip. Very nice. Okay, beautiful. Mister, I'm tapping buns. I'm not watching Star Wars. We are? Yeah, but you can't tap buns literally 24/7. It's got to happen. You got to have a movie night eventually. We are. All right. Good. Yeah, the Star Wars movies are horrible, dude. You're not missing out on the Star Wars movies from Disney. The latest ones are just so bad compared to the old ones. The old ones are so fun. Here we go. All right. This generation is poo-pooed. Is it? Why do you say that? Are you saying because you got no chance at like a girlfriend because they're all just sort of sleeping around? What do you mean? UNST Mammoth. Are you judging girls from this time period? The new ones were all over the place. Anything effing will not have a scratch on the gunsling. What? MW will have a worn gunsling. What? Okay. Beautiful. The UNSC Mammoth. Cool. War Machines, huh? What are these from? Halo 4, huh? That's interesting. And then here's the Cortana chip. The code is on the back. Why are these sleeves upside down? Set that there. That's for you, Luke Glory. Let me trim this. That, unfortunately, I cannot get blank right now because I don't know anyone in Korea. I was getting my touches in America. Oh, konnichiwa. We are. All right. I didn't know my brother very well after I left home, but I heard whispers he was a total ladies' man. Very funny. It is. I did not go down that route. I didn't have a ton of girlfriends. I just had a couple, and we all broke up. And Karis is staying with me. How nice is that? She must like something about me. She must love my huge Charizard collection. Okay. All right, what we got? Where are we? Mr. Luke Glory. Let's get this out of the way. This is kind of taking up some room here. We got Lucas Lange. Korean women are hot. Ah, here it is. I couldn't see it. It was wrapping around. Okay, you're right there. I found you, Mr. Luke. We are. I hear the Korean women want the Chinese men. And the Korean men, they want the Japanese women. It's not right. There we go. They will steal your Pokies. Who will steal my Pokies? Let's see. Oh, we've got, Staff Tyranitar. And Glassly. And, hey, what's up, Ago T Cards? A got cards. Okay, there's Donald Duck. Donald Duck. Wah. Now, finish Slabaway, Luke Glory. Let's go grab that Mr. Oops. Let's go grab that Mr. Luke. I feel like I'm never going to meet somebody. It says Cactuar Queen. I'm sorry. We are. All right. There we go. Oh. Don't want to drop that. There you go. I want a rich 97-year-old woman. C.S. Ben says, I thought that for a long time, but it worked out eventually. All right, so both Halo sketch cards. Ooh. There you go. Let's see. Oh, is this it? Aha! Very good. The sketch cards are awesome. Sketch cards to the rescue. I got some more sketch cards to grade. I actually bought a bunch of these off the market at one point. And I didn't grade all of them, but none of them are good, unfortunately. They were just cheap ones. Oh, well. She will forget to put you on her will. The 97-year-old? I don't know. I don't know. The question I have is when you're in a relationship with somebody, how do you meet new people? Karis and I never know how to meet new people. That's our problem. We don't meet anyone new. We got to meet some new people ourselves, man. So we can, what do you even do? So we can hang out? Like, you going to come over and watch movies with us? Like, I don't know. Like, we just cuddle all the time. You going to come over and cuddle? I got no clue. What do you do? When you're a couple and you make a friend, what do? Right? Because I just hang out with Karis all the time. So let's say I want to make a guy friend. What are we going to do that's better than me hanging out with Karis? Probably nothing. I can't think of anything. There we go. We can cross our diglets. I can't, like I can't think of anything that would be worth my time. Although I hear it's harder for men than women to like hang out. I hear women hang out easier. But yeah, I honestly cannot figure out what I would do. Smoke weed, open Pokemon cards. See, but I don't smoke. I don't smoke and I don't drink. I'm single and don't know how to meet new people. I'm sorry. You are? Let's see. I just third wheel and go over and eat and what they don't for dinner. So third wheel, I keep hearing that. Is that like where you just hang out with like a couple? Almost like dating a couple, but like just platonically as friends. We are. Very nice. Okay. Because Karis and I, we can't find anyone to hang out with. Here's CS Man $100 for the pre-grade. You got it, man. Let's get started on these CS Man. Let's do some right now. You ready? We'll do this little bag right now. Mister really doesn't know what third wheeling is. I feel like it was implicated or that it was suggested that it was like sort of like more than just hanging out platonically. It is Murkrow. Okay, so immediately my eyes are drawn to the bottom. You've got a centering problem. That one's not going to pass. 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 This one's better. All right, so let's get some 9s on these. Ask AI. Drinking is cool. Yeah, my mates Ben and Amy are together, but we are all friends beforehand, to be honest, so not much has changed. So you just hang out with them, and you just have dinner with them. You don't actually climb into bed, right? Here it is. Because I tell Karis this all the time. I'm like, what the hell are we supposed to do? Here it is. What, you go out and not cuddle in bed? It's like boring, dude. My girlfriend don't let me kiss her when her boyfriend is around. No, dude. All right, here's Stunky. Why is that? I know this is a stupid overused joke, and it still makes me chuckle. All right. So this guy's not going to hit a 10 either. Sorry. Just got play skate when Ben and watch films and have dinner with them. Just all mates. See, that I think that would be nice if you could pull that off. I think that'd be nice. Here it is. All right. Here we are. I almost feel like that would be easier with an individual than with another couple, because I feel like couples tend to be with each other, and there's like a weird feeling in the air. I almost feel like it's easier to hang out with the third person than it is to hang out with another couple. Here's Emoga. They got their whole thing going on, right? A couple has their own thing going on, and we got our own thing going on. I would stick with the M4 or Connect 4. Set that there. So here's Emoga. Centering's much better on Emoga. Come on. Give us something. Okay. So this Emoga, he's a long shot. I would give this a 9.5 minus at least. No, it's a 9. It's definitely a 9. I'm sorry. I want the Emoga to be a 10, but he's giving the 9. Mister can't watch films with potential friends. The fast forward urge. It's too strong. That's right. That's right. All right. Here's Gabite. I mean, you could send the Gabite to PSA. Sometimes PSA is a little nicer to the back of the card than other grading companies. My gut tells me this is probably a 9. I'm going to call this 9 plus PSA. 9 plus PSA. I would rather you be strict so I don't waste $40. Okay, good point. So here's 9 plus PSA. So you could gamble on the Gabite. He's real borderline. I call him a borderline card. All right. I can be strict. That's why they call me daddy. That's a bad corner. That's a real bad corner. All right, so I would say probably on the skip loom 9. And the Roserade 6. All right. Mr. cannot watch films with potential friends. Yeah. Again, I question, what do you actually do? This is a real question for you guys. I feel like to make friends, you have to have an activity. All right. You got some friends your age. What do? You can't drink. You can't smoke. Those are off the list for me. I don't drink and I don't smoke. They're not even enjoyable. I mean, you could drink and smoke if you're hanging out, but I'm not going to do it. So I'm just boring that way. So what do we do then? What's on the list of things to do? Okay, there you go. 6, 9, 9 plus, 9, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. There it is. What do you actually do? Bowling? I did that once. Yeah, Kirsten and I went bowling with a couple named Patrick and Alicia. I used to have a friend named Patrick back in St. Charles. It was okay. It was okay. I couldn't see myself doing it consistently because it was, I guess in another vein, it was quite boring. It was kind of like a way to pass time. You are? I think I'm an intense person. It's really hard to like satisfy me in terms of how I spend my time. Like I don't play a lot in the first place. Okay, lots to grade in here. So we'll want to go over these nice and carefully, all these commons. We want to try and find some of these vintage commons that can grade 10. You're going to be surprised by this, CS Men, but as it turns out, not a lot of them are going to grade 10. A lot of them are going to be 9s. The vast majority of them are going to be 9s. And that's exactly how it works with vintage cards. That's why sometimes people undervalue slabs. And not only do they undervalue slabs, but they undervalue the fact that you can jump in one of these awesome slab breaks like this guy right here, and he's already a 10. So if you like RNG products, try the breaks. Tell me the difference between this. Tell me the difference between this break. Here we are. And opening this RNG product, right? Like we sell this for $15 a piece, right? That's what we sell ours for. I don't know if that's too high or too low. But so this is about $45. So you can buy $45 of this and try to pull that Gengar out of here. And then he still has to try and grade 10 at PSA, which, by the way, costs more money. And then you got this guy. He's $40, already graded, PSA 10, 1 in 19 odds. The cool part is you could open a whole case of these 151 packs, and the case just doesn't contain a Gengar in it. But over here, when you're playing into this RNG product, you're guaranteed that there's a Gengar in here. Like you know for sure there's a Gengar in here. So you're trying RNG here and you're trying RNG here, but the difference is you know for a fact Gengar's in this. It's a superior product. That's why we offer it, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. I feel that our breaks have helped a lot of people obtain a lot of high-end cards already graded 10. I'm very satisfied with that. Mr. CS Man, we shall continue the grading of your bags as time goes by. I picked up one of those Gengar in Japan. Nice. It's a great card. I genuinely believe it's awesome. Let's see what you guys are saying. Bowling, low-key. This is not for sure investment, but look at the AWP. Watch sports is a big one, but you don't like sports. I didn't think of that. People get into groups and they cheer for sports. Yeah, I'm like boxed into this small Venn diagram of possibilities of what to do with people because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't watch sports. I have trouble with movies. I have trouble with movies. Like, I'm going to take my in-laws out, and we're going to watch Tron probably at some point. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. But they might do that. Maybe they'll go without me. And I won't enjoy it. I'll just have trouble watching it. I'll be like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Wasting time. Yeah, I have trouble with that. I have trouble with a lot of things. Frisbee golf. Roller blading. Were there no 10s in that bag? That's correct, CS Men. No 10s. What a waste of time, says Baseball Mitts. Oh, he's talking about bowling. Top Golf. I don't know. I heard the Top Golf franchise is having trouble. I heard it's actually running out of money. Frisbee Golf. I picked up one of those Gengars, Bubble Mew. You can sniff. I remember when you tried to stop slab breaks for a week or so and reversed it quickly, thankfully. We stopped it for a little while. And then we brought it back, and it was a really nice thing. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, the TISM. Yeah, it's probably the TISM. Mr. Waldbeer, 6 OP5s. All right, so, Mr. Waldbeer, that is an empty box of OP5. So my next step, guys, is to see if I have any more boxes of one-piece OP5. Ooh, headache. All right, I regret to inform you, that was the very last box of OP5. I knew that it was one of my popular one-piece sets was on its last box. It was this one. The fun part is I have a whole nother case of it, but we're going to leave that sealed. We're going to leave it sealed. We're speculating. I like One Piece. It's done very well for me. There's been a lot of One Piece sales. So I'm going to hold on to one case of OP5 and never open it. That means for you, you've got $90 of store credit. Oh, we're out of, let me get some energy cards. I apologize for that. I didn't know how many we had left. All right. Yeah, we were running low on that product. I wasn't sure if it was that product or OP9. I think we're sold out of OP9 entirely, aren't we? No, we still have some Japanese OP9. I am Muslim. Hello, my Abrahamic brother. How do I greet you as a fellow Muslim, Mr. Kai? What do they say? There's always like a greeting. There you go. How do I properly greet you? Wait, AI can tell me this very quickly. Let's see. How to properly greet a Muslim. Let's see. Is Assalamu alaikum. Oh, no, I'm saying that all wrong. It's alaikum. Assalamu alaikum? I'm probably butchering that like crazy. All right. Here we are. Close enough. Woohoo! Put this over here. And no one is good but God at the end of the day. If I judge you for what you enjoy, then I would have to not allow myself any non-Christian entertainment. Yeah, I think God, she would be very angry since God's a woman. I'm messing with you. I toss it over there. All right. That's how you piss off some guys. You tell them like God's a woman or something. There's Dragon. Here's Phantom. Here's Ancient Origin. Look at that. We brought back the mighty XY era products. Oh, man, these got pricey over time. It's amazing, dude. My market timing was exceptionally good with these. Give me 5 of the PRB1 English. Yes, sir. Let me get that for you. Thank you, Mr. Waldbeer. PRB1 English. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it was 5, right? I just read that. Yes, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. Okay. Jump over here real fast. All right. We also need to remove OP5 from the menu. Okay, OP5 coming out. I could restock OP5. Do you think that's worth it? I bet you it's super expensive now. I bet you it's super overpriced. Let me go ahead and get this music running again, everybody. There it goes. Okay. All right. Beautiful. You never knew the market condition. I had 6 boxes for less than 2,000. Every day, price on Cosmic goes up. I'm more sad why I didn't just keep it sealed in 2021. Oh, man, it's horrible, man. Those prices are nuts. Prices are real crazy. Oh, that reminds me. We need to change the price of the Ancient Origins box break. The price has come back down on that set a little bit, so it's time to reduce that. Okay, our friend Waldbeer. Oh, look at this. Very nice. Beautiful. Okay. Set that there. Here's Borsalino. Ooh. Very good. Oops. Flip that around. Okay. Here's... That is an SR and a full art. There we go. This is Narikabura Arrow and Kozuki Hiyori. There we go. I was super young too, so I just got to stop thinking about it. Oh, wow. A lot of hits coming out for you in this round. We've got brand new. You got brand new full art. He's brand new. Okay, we're also going to pick up this nice SR. Oops, there we go. And then finally, we've got Trafalgar Law. Very nice. Boop. Okay. Let's all buy out Rebel Clash. Yeah, let's do a market manipulation on Rebel Trash. Hey, it's Jonathan Todd. Hello, Jonathan Todd. How are you tonight? Any big pulls tonight? Let me think. Well, somebody opened up one of these amazing Dragon Exalted packs. We got some Dragon Exalted for sale. However, it was not a massive snipe, but it was an exciting moment for sure. So that was probably one of the coolest moments in the whole stream. Then we also got that really sexy signature that our friend Mr. John Lucas pulled. So yeah, he got a really sexy signature from Nikke, Weiss Nikke. Okay, no manga pull in here. That would have been nice. You got Mr. Waldbeer. Summer Anis, the biggest pull. Anus. Hey, it will reach 1K, then it will be laughing to the bank. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Good. What's next? Mr. Luke Glory, Slabaway the Holland Phantoms, Manectric. So Manectric just got put into this box, I believe. Yeah, he's a good one. Here it is. Goodbye, my young Manectric. Cuts me deep. I've held that Manectric for a little while. He's a nice card. It doesn't feel great selling some of these EX era cards, man. They're just doing way too good. Come on, dude. This box is so annoying. I hate this box that the slabs slide under a cardboard flap. Maybe I can just tear that flap off. Can I just tear that off? What happens if this gets torn off? Does nothing bad happen? I don't think anything bad happens. Do I have a label? I bet you a label could hold it in place. Maybe this. Okay, give me a second here. I'm so inventive. I'm basically MacGyver. Can we think of another slab to slab away? Yes, there's a lot of stuff to do always at the same time. I try to get as much done as I can per stream. In this stream, we actually priced up a lot of these beautiful vintage packs. They're not quite vintage, but they're like the price of a vintage pack, aren't they, you know? But they're old, you know, they're out of print. And then we priced up Mewtwo Mew. So this one was priced up, really fancy, but you gotta love Topps cards. And then we started work on a Japanese jumbo pack, but we never priced it because I ran out of time. Here you go, Luke Glory. I try to get as much work as I can done per stream. Thank you, Luke. Pretty busy stream today. Love to see it. It was busy in the daytime too, man. It was so busy in the daytime. We got all the way to 7 p.m. and Mr. Team Rocket Grunt had just put in a order for a Prismatic box, right? And we couldn't service it. We ran out of time. So we had a nice, you know, it's very often like that on Thursday, Fridays. You know, if you're ever here on like a Sunday night, or which we won't have anymore. No more Sunday stream. Sunday stream is obsolete now. But like Monday or Tuesday, definitely Tuesday nights. If you're ever here on one of those early weekend or weekday nights and it's just kind of slow, you got to remember, like, everyone already blew their load on like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So nobody has any money left. Luke Glory. Not to be confused with Lucas Lange. Okay. Holland Manectric. $600. And you sent in $40 for it. So you have $580 remaining. Boom. All right, good. Good. So let's take this card now and shift it over here. Very nice. Thank you for that, Mr. Luke Glory. Cool. And now we are out of orders again. So that's 4:40 a.m. in the morning. We're doing quite good, guys. Let's get you some spots in these giveaway cards. Give me a second. Actually, let's plug this phone in. It's about to die. Okay. Okay, good. Let's plug in this phone. The phone's at 100%. Let's not bother. I also have AK Hairline Quad. Hairline Quad? You got a receding hairline? No! Dude, I started experiencing a receding hairline for the first time when I turned like 33, I think. I'm 35 now. Was I 33 or was I 32 when I started noticing it? And it was like a midlife crisis moment. Like you really actually felt old. I was like, what is going on? Back to pre-grading? No, not back to pre-grading. What we need to do now is price this bad boy up. All right. So this is one pack of every Japanese set on the menu. Here it is. We got a lot of sets. Do I ship to Australia? Absolutely, I ship to Australia. Absolutely. We've been shipping to Australia for years. We're very good at it. So I believe this is 6.5, right? Let's pull down the menu. This is an important part of all this. Okay, so Mega Brave, Mega Symphonia. Oh, Mega Symphonia is only $4. Wow, that's really affordable. And the Mega Brave is $5. Maybe I should just, you know, there's older sets. Maybe I should just open them and grade the cards. Like, it wouldn't be that hard, actually. Now that I got to get these, you know, so I got to get these orders done for tag grading. I could just open my own product and send it out, get it done with. Then I can take those off the menu, right? Which I would love to do that. Okay. Okay, here's the Heat Wave for $5. Battle Partners for $4. Terror Festival, pricey $15. Seems kind of high. Here's Electric Breaker for $4. Here is Night Wanderer for $3. Crimson Haze, which is a 3.5. Ancient Roar for just $3. Wow, I mean, $3 for Ancient Roar. That's like the price of, you know, that's kind of like the price of the Korean product. So I'm surprised these never sell. Here's Snow Hazard. Oh, this is not on the menu, but I suppose if it was, it might be like $5. I don't know. So say $5 on that. Triple Beat is $6 because it's got Magikarp in it. Here's 151, which is $15. Here's Shiny Treasures, which is now $12. It means it's gone up. And here's Scarlet, which is still $3. So, you know, it's curious to see some of these excellent Japanese sets. And they've got really good ARs in them. Hold on, I gotta change this music. What am I listening to? It's interesting to see them, and they just kind of sit there, you know? Dire Docs, but with SM64 sound font. Weird. Best Pokemon is Magikarp. I like him too. I'm a big Magikarp fan. I like Magikarp because I'm actually a big Gyarados fan, and Magikarp's the pre-evolution of that, right? So I love this sort of ugly duckling story. You know, Phoebos and Melodic have that a little bit. It's a bit more direct, but you know, Magikarp and Gyarados have that too, where Magikarp's super weak, Gyarados is overpoweringly strong. Look at all this, huh? So let's price this up. Let's price this up, okay? Ready? Here it goes. Here's a 4. Here's a 5. Here's a 7. Here's a 7. Here's a 5. Here's a 5. Here's a 4. Here's a 15. Here's a 4. Here's a 3. Here's a 3.5. Here's a 3. Here's a 3. Here's a 3. Here's a 5. Here's a 6. Here's a 15. Here's a 12. And here is a 3. That's 119. That's too cheap. We gotta add more to it. We gotta add more. Let me think. Oh, I know what we can add. This set back here. What's the name of this set? I don't remember the name of this set. 151, still killing it. The PC ETBs are over 1,000 now. Nice. All right, this will tell me the name real quick. Paradigm Trigger. Perfect. So Paradigm Trigger. I've not priced Paradigm Trigger in a long time. Okay, ready? Oh, Paradigm Trigger doesn't seem terribly expensive, actually. Okay, times 0.15 plus 121. Okay, so here we have a base price divided by 30. Oops, no. $7, huh? Okay, $7, cool. All right, now those are not officially for sale. And then also we've got this over here, don't we? Yeah, these guys as well. So Lost Abyss. We need to find the same thing for Lost Abyss. Lost Abyss. Okay. Scuba dee boo. Whoa, Lost Abyss is expensive. I did not know that. So Paradigm Trigger cheap. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Wait, it's getting cheaper as we go down. Lost Abyss, not so crazy. I thought it was crazy. There's just a lot of them for sale. Let me rewind. We're just hanging out doing a little pricing, aren't we? We're getting this Japanese jumbo pack ready. You're watching it live. Okay, it looks like we're going to have a price close to 190. Come on now. Wow. So this really should be skirting pretty close to 8. I'm just going to say that. Now I'm going to keep it at 7. All right, 7 it is. So both at 7. Kind of makes sense. These are much older, right? Now these aren't for sale. These aren't on the menu. I like it that way. I kind of like having some product that's not all on the menu. So that adds 7 more. I remember being convinced I'd use Magikarp Splash 1,000 times to unlock a special one-hit KO move. I also searched everywhere for Peekaboo. They got you, huh? Okay, so, oh, shoot. I just got rid of that number. Oh, my God. I just got rid of that stinking number. All right, we'll have to add them all back up again. There's one more thing. We do have this. And we do have this. But maybe now we get real prices for them. You know, lately I've just been marking them like $6. Which is probably pretty close to accurate. But look, we also have this Pokemon Go. Wow. So the Japanese jumbo pack will contain a really broad variety of cards. It's not just one thing. So let's try and figure out Pokemon Go price real fast. Probably going to be like 5 or 6. I bet you these other ones are 5 or 6. Pokemon Go Japanese booster box. Okay, you ready for this? Yeah, it's not terrible. Okay. Divided by 10. I take it back. It's super expensive. So we're going to offer about $11 on the Pokemon Go pack. What? And or we can make it 10, I suppose, if we want. And then Incandescent Arcana. Give me a second. Probably make it 10. Incandescent Arcana booster box. Let's say Japanese. Okay, here it is. That's not exactly cheap either. Wow. Okay, so they've all gone up in price. Oh, but wait, how many packs are actually in a box of Incandescent Arcana? Is it like 20 packs or something like that? I can't remember. It's from 2022. It's so old. You're so old. Okay, divided by 20, it would still be about 6.6. I think it's like 20 packs in there. I don't think it was 10 packs in Incandescent Arcana. So 6.5. And to be honest, I'm just going to make this one 6 because they had a pretty similar price parity to the Incandescent. I remember. Okay, cool. So now we've got a couple more packs in there. And then this will be our pilot jumbo pack break. We'll base the other pack breaks off of it. I think that's everything, guys. What a cool pack break. Look at this. Wow, that's so many packs. Could you imagine how funny it would be to open this and like snipe something hot? That'd be cool as hell, dude. Ready? Okay, let's start adding these up. Oops, sliding all over the place. 6 plus 6.5, 11, 3, 12, 15, 6. This took a while, but it was worth it. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3.5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 15, which is pricey, plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, oops, plus 5 plus 4 plus 6.5. $156.50. Wow. 156.5. And this is the pilot pack. It will help us rebuild other packs. So there we have it. I think what we'll do, is we'll put this here like that, okay? And then we're going to write 156 on this. Yeah, 156. You get 50 cents off. The savings count themselves. There it is, 156. I'll get you every single Japanese pack I can get you, including ones that are not even on the menu. That's pretty cool, right? 156. It's a total of how many packs? Let's see how many packs that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There's a total of 25 packs. Wow. All right. Very cool, man. There we go. All right. So that is the Jumbo Japanese pack. It's kind of dauntingly expensive. I'll set that up there. Maybe in the future, we'll design it to be slightly different. Maybe it should just be a collection of the cheapest boosters. All right, let's see if there's any orders in the queue. It's 4:53 a.m. at night. Way too many, says Rain. Oh, you're talking about something else. All right, there's no order in the queue. Let's give out a spot on this beautiful giveaway. Where is the giveaway? Wait, did I type in first? Oh, why did I do that? That's not the actual thing that's supposed to say. I'm sorry, guys. It's not supposed to say first. I'm so stupid. When did I create this? All right, it's supposed to say 100K. Duh. I must have said, I bet you we were talking and I said first and then I wrote it down. Okay, 100K is the actual keyword to get into the Vulpix. Oops. Let me set this up too, by the way. I was probably totally distracted. So, well, that's a good thing because now you don't have any competition with the people from earlier. All right, it's activated. In order to get into this break, you must type in 100K. That is the keyword that gets you into this break. 100K, that's a first edition Vulpix from the base set. That's quite good. You can even crack it and regrade it and watch PSA turn it into a PSA 3 because I'm so good. Okay, we get these beautiful vintage packs are now available for sale. Look at all that. So you could have one breakthrough pack for 150, or you could have all of these Japanese boosters at the same time. Oh, what's better? That's a really good question. Makes you think about value a little bit. Makes you think about value. Okay. Oh, you're talking about it being first edition. That makes so much sense. Okay, let's choose a winner. We got Exile 36 going in. Hey, what's up, Mr. Exile? Thanks for being here, guys. So just so you guys know, we do have a giveaway that is associated with the performance of the stream from now on. And we're going to just keep that active. We're not going to turn that off ever. We're always going to keep that active from now on. So the stream goal for tonight was 100 views and 50 likes. We might adjust those goals for the next stream to make it easier if we didn't hit that tonight. Okay? All right. Mister, I have 2 of your slabs. I'm so glad I purchased them. It's a Beedrill Alt-Art and a Machamp Alt-Art in the TCCG slabs. Nice, man. Well, they're a lot of fun. I think they're associated with our group. We have a very special group. You know that, guys? I'm very interested in trying new ideas on this channel. I'm interested in making a collector's club. Maybe we could call it a Vault Club. I don't know. You tell me what you think sounds sexier, okay? But I would like to basically have a loyalty program that's better than what YouTube has. You know, YouTube has the Pokeball, the evolving Pokeball. There's nothing wrong with that. But I wouldn't mind having like a true like loyalty program situation. And maybe the way it works is we hand out badges in Discord. And maybe in Discord server, we have exclusive Slabaways or maybe breaks that are exclusive as well. Something special for people who are really part of this group. They don't just jump between, you know, they don't jump between too many places, or maybe you do jump between places, but you would like to be part of, you may be more out of an exclusive club over here as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like an option. So I'm thinking about that. You know, I don't take advantage enough of the fact that I've just been doing this for so long. We're not just like another cheap rip and ship channel. Like another guy who just started up, he like dusted off his camera and just got started up yesterday. This is very a special group in my opinion, and the people here know each other so well, and we're involved in the sort of like the science or the theory or the philosophy of card grading and card holding. This is a very nice place to hang out. So I've thought about making maybe like a club or something that goes beyond just like a YouTube membership, right? YouTube membership's pretty low effort. It's not really too hard to get one of those. What is a YouTube membership other than someone just paying like $2 for the YouTube membership? So I think it would be cool to have a little more than that. And I don't know how to implement it, though. That's the only issue. I don't really know exactly how to implement it. And I also don't know what the benefits would be. It should be sort of like, it should be like a benefit of, you know, feeling like you're part of an exclusive club, but also maybe like some literal financial benefits. I don't know. Charizard. Beautiful. Mr. Flexing on us again. I have to flex on you. I've got to do it. I got to trade out some of these flexes for some new flexes so you don't get bored of it, right? Like you've seen this enough. We got to trade in some new flexes. There it is. All right. Actually, what I need to do is make some content. I need to make some videos, guys. I never have enough time to make videos because we're always streaming. We're always live. Let's pick another winner. Here's Andy Man. All right, cool. Number 2, Andy Man. All right, guys, let's turn on membership mode real fast. Here we are. So over here, we're going to reset entries. And actually, what we're going to do is we're going to choose giveaway option. We're going to turn on members mode for everybody who is a member. Actually, let's turn on subscriber mode, but you had to have been subscribed. We'll do member mode another night. You had to have been subscribed for the last 2 months. All right. 2 months is too easy. Let's make it harder. Let's make it the last 12 months. All right, so you had to have been subscribed for 1 year. This will really make it a smaller group, right? And now let's change the keyword to TCC. Now let's change the keyword to love for Brett Love. All right, done with that. Very good. So keyword is love. Type in love as the keyword. Only people who have been a subscriber for 12 years can type that in. Type in love. Charles says, you're just going to kick me out? I would never, Mr. Charles. So you guys got a minute to do that. Sorry if you're on a delay. I don't want to sit here too long waiting. All right. Only people who have been subscribed for 1 year. And that shouldn't be too big of a list. But it shows you guys that if you stick around, if you keep that subscription for a while, we'll have some special giveaways just for people who have been around for a while. You know, we're coming in on 100,000 subscribers, and we will have a $500,000 giveaway. It will be a variety of items, and I do fully intend to have some of those items be exclusively for people who have been around for a very long time and people who have been members. So there'll be different tiers to the giveaways. So, you know, we want to make sure that we're treating people who have been around here a long time, give them some benefits too. Okay, so here goes. So that's going to be Andy Man making it on here again. Wow, you're a lucky guy tonight, Mr. Andy Man. Oh, hold on. So you don't go in that way. We actually give you a card. Cool. All right, Andy Man, the very lucky man tonight. He's paying attention. Okay, this is back open to anybody. And here we go. Andy Man. You're going into that bounty tonight for being a subscriber for 1 year, Andy. Thanks, man. We got some people who have been subscribers for much longer than 1 year. It's really remarkable. There it is. I'll see you guys again for the Friday stream. So we're going to be back on for the Friday daytime stream. Keep in mind, you might not want to miss this because it's going to be a very good stream because we're getting some stuff in the mail. Okay, you don't want to miss the Friday stream. We're probably going to have SpongeBob. But it's not just about SpongeBob. I think we get a massive tag submission. Ooh. So this tag submission is going to be substantial. There's going to be some cool cards coming out of there. You don't want to miss that. We're going to have so many fresh slabs. Who doesn't like fresh slabs? See you later, everybody. Have a nice night.